Drunk drivers are responsible for killing more than 10,000 people each year, because when they get behind the wheel, they're capable of anything.
Let me be honest with you. You're going to jail, you don't have a bond, you killed 2 people tonight.
The consequences can be devastating, as these drunk drivers are about to find out.
You killed somebody,
16 shots. 16 shots of vodka. No less was the amount Dylan Molina consumed at a bar in Texas on Saturday morning in November 2021. And this would be the difference between him being innocent and becoming a murderer. Dylan was so drunk that he even tried to walk behind the bar, after which he was made to leave by the bartender. As he left, his alcohol levels were twice over the legal limit, and worst of all, he intended to drive all the way home, fully aware of his state. Alex was an off-duty cop driving through town in the car with his wife and kids, but he could never have expected the danger ahead of him at an intersection. Dylan's vehicle came crashing through the interstate and straight into the car carrying Alex and his family, and the results were devastating. Instead of facing up to his actions, Dylan decided the smartest thing to do was run. In Texas, committing vehicular manslaughter while drunk carries a minimum second-degree felony charge, which can carry a prison sentence of 2 to 20 years. Normally, Dylan would have fled until police caught him, but thanks to this brave pedestrian, he isn't going anywhere.
You killed somebody, you killed somebody! Stay right there! You stay right there!
However, the situation was still far from over, as witnesses desperately tried to save Alex and his family.
You see what you did?
Tragically, Alex did not survive the devastating impact of the crash, but it's a miracle his wife and 2 children did. As for Dylan, he took a plea deal and pleaded guilty to intoxication manslaughter, resulting in a 15-year sentence. But it's not always other drivers and pedestrians that are in danger from drunk drivers, like in the case of this next driver who took her passenger on the last ride of her life.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Hey, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand.
When police arrive at the scene of a traffic accident, they find a woman fighting for her life and a driver who appears to be over the limit. 21-year-old Courtney and 24-year-old Summer had spent the night drinking in downtown Scottsdale, Arizona in 2019. It's not clear just how much Courtney had drunk before she got behind the wheel, but it was enough to spell certain disaster. On their way home, the two got into a heated argument, the worst possible thing they could do considering their intoxication. This would end in tragedy as Summer opened the passenger door and jumped from the car.
Hi, Courtney. Can you have you face that way? Now go to your sides. Just relax your arms. And Courtney, I'm placing you in arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol, okay? Okay, I'm going to take you back. I'm going to secure you in my vehicle. I got to go over some paperwork with you. We're going to end up at our station and to get you processed as fast as I can or released as fast as I can so you can go across the street to the hospital, okay? Hospital is right next door to our jail.
Because of how extreme the situation is, officers investigate how exactly this incident came to be in the first place.
One of the other things I'm going to need, we need you to be able to get in your phone because they said you've got contact information for your friend.
I have everything.
For her family. Do you have somebody that can come and pick up your dogs?
No.
You don't have
No,
another friend or anybody like that?
No, it's literally me and her.
Just the 2 of you here? Okay, I didn't know if you had any other friends or a coworker that you trust or anything like that?
I don't trust anyone.
From what is known, this happened near the 6500 block of Indian School Road at 7:40 p.m. It's not been determined whether Courtney called the police herself, but there were several phone calls to 911 claiming there was an injured woman lying in the road. Consequently, first responders desperately try to save Summer's life.
Back up for me, okay? Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me? It's the police. Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, it's the police. Can you hear me? I need you to talk to me, all right? 407, subject's got labored breathing. Ma'am, can you hear me? Hey, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand. She's not responsive. I told her to squeeze my hand. She's not squeezing it. Okay. It sounds like she was trying to breathe with the blood and stuff in her nose and mouth.
The only way officers can immediately determine whether Courtney was guilty of a DUI was by conducting field sobriety tests. Usually, FTSs use various methods to test a driver's reflexes and reaction and can help officers get a rough estimate of how drunk someone might be. Often, these start with the pen test, where an officer asks a suspect to follow an object with their eyes like a pen. If there is a nystagmus, or the involuntary jerking or vibrating of the eyeball as it tries to follow the pen's movements, this could indicate the suspect has had too much to drink.
Surgeries, brain surgeries, anything like that in the past? No? You mind if we take a look at your eyes real quick?
Sorry.
We're going to move up in front of these cars so we don't have to look at the flashing lights. So we're going to go just up kind of by the front of this squad, this Tahoe here. It's Courtney, right?
Courtney.
Okay. I'm awful with names. I had to check again.
Sorry, so
look at the little blue light. Okay. Can you see the little blue light okay? Okay. What I'm going to do is follow the little blue light with your eyes only. Do not move your head. So you're going to keep your head completely still. Okay?
I'm a very shaky person.
That's
so
understandable.
you know.
Just keep your head still the best you can, okay? No, I've got to actually don't move it. There you go.
Despite their best efforts, Summer lost her fight to live later that night at the hospital. However, one question remained: was this really an accident, or was Summer pushed out of the vehicle? Eventually, the officer decides that Courtney is definitely under the influence, but it will take a test down at the station to find out just how over the limit she is. At the scene itself, she's making very little sense and is likely in shock.
We're going to go around the passenger side of the...
Everything should be in that backpack, the green looking one.
As of December 2023, very little information has been revealed about this case, and investigators are still looking into the details of this incident. The case of Courtney Kaiser is one of the most tragic results of drunk driving. However, this former NFL star would prove it can get even worse after a night of constant partying. This is the aftermath of a deadly crash that claimed the life of one driver and caused absolute mayhem on the road. Before driving home in November 2021, Las Vegas Raider linebacker Henry Ruggs had consumed a lot of alcohol with his friends. Apparently, he thought he was fine to drive a vehicle, but as you're about to see, it would be the biggest mistake of his life, as his 156-mile-per-hour drive came to a tragic end.
Anyone inside the vehicle?
Oh, no, I don't think I can hear you.
Control 449. The vehicle is completely on fire. We cannot tell it.
Hey, who was in this vehicle?
I know at this time it's completely on fire. If we just got here, we're gonna wait until they put out the fire.
I know somebody probably in there, but this is heavy runs right here.
Huh?
This is heavy runs right here, bro.
Relax, calm down.
The man behind the wheel of the crashed car you just saw was Henry, who was also the one responsible for this multi-car collision in the first place. The reason was simple: he was under the influence. Prior to this, Henry had been in a sports bar with his fiancée, Kiara, before they headed to a friend's house for more partying. A couple of hours later, both of them decided to call it a night and head home. But as you can see, his decision to drive that night would cost an innocent woman her life and bring an end to his once promising NFL career.
Hey, we got medical coming up, okay? He needs medical, right?
Only 1 year before the crash, the 24-year-old linebacker was drafted by the Vegas Raiders on a 4-year rookie contract worth $16 million. But now his life will never be the same again. Officers secure the scene and continue to examine the wreckage. Later investigations would also reveal that Henry was driving 3 times the speed limit, an irresponsible and dumb decision.
So it seems like it happens like out there, man.
So those skin marks?
Yeah, the skin marks and the debris.
Yeah.
Like it happened out there and then...
I mean, you think it dragged it?
Huh?
You think it happened over there and it dragged it all the way over
Yeah. Well, maybe when they got hit,
Yeah.
you lose control. You know, you get knocked out and then the car keeps driving.
The security guard talking to you. He said he saw it.
He saw what?
He was telling me that he saw the progress like speeding, and then he hears a loud bang,
And then he comes to me here, and he's like, apparently, I think he said 2 people in the car. He tried getting them out, but all of a sudden, the flames started going crazy, so you couldn't.
Inside that burning wreckage is 23-year-old Tina and her pet dog, and unfortunately, they never made it out. Police can only watch helplessly as the fire rages out of control, and Henry's victims slowly suffer a terrifying end.
Dude, if we would have been here maybe a couple minutes earlier, we would have been able to get him out.
It wasn't just Henry's speed that was out of control that night, as his blood alcohol level was 0.16%, which is double the legal limit in Nevada. This, combined with his speed, was nothing but a recipe for disaster and ended up with him rear-ending Tina's car. On August 8th, 2023, Henry was found guilty of 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol, resulting in death, and 1 count of misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter. He will spend 3 to 10 years in prison, giving him plenty of time to realize the error of his ways. Finding out you've killed someone can affect people differently, but this next girl's reaction is chilling in every single way. It's not often that a cop calls a suspect sad and pathetic, but after you see the way this drunk driver behaves after a fatal car crash, you'll understand why this officer lost his cool.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. That's sad and pathetic.
When 24-year-old Stephanie called 911 in April of 2022, she thought it was because she had hit a pedestrian while driving home. When first responders arrived, they found a scene straight out of a horror movie. There were, in fact, 2 victims, 55-year-old Paul and his 43-year-old girlfriend, Andrea. The couple were walking home when Stephanie crashed into them, and the impact was so brutal that neither of them survived. At this point, officers have to find out what went wrong, but within seconds of speaking to the driver, it's clear where this tragedy stemmed from. Stephanie was drunk and in no condition to be operating a motor vehicle.
Come over here with me, ma'am, okay?
I called as soon as this shit happened. I was like, this doesn't happen to me.
I understand.
I go to Bradley, why would this happen to me?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to have you do. If you can maybe help Pyro doing CPR on that one right now.
You tell me, I'm right here.
Okay, just hang tight right here. Has anybody gotten all your information?
No, no one has. Someone, your friend took my license.
Do you have a driver's license?
Your friend took my license. Okay.
Just to let you know, I got body cameras. Okay. Were you leaving the bar? Or were you coming down the road?
I was coming here.
Okay.
You know, I had just gotten my night started. So
were you going this direction or this direction?
I was coming this direction.
This is your car, right? The red car?
Yes.
You were the only one in the vehicle?
I'm the only one.
Okay, come over here to my squad car, okay? Do you have anything illegal on you?
Yes. Marijuana
in your purse. Okay. Have you had any marijuana tonight?
No.
Until we figure out how we're going to handle this, I'm going to have you sit uncuffed in the back seat of my car. I'm going to get you out. We're going to probably do some field sobriety tests and all that. I got some more questions for you. Are you hurt at all or need medics yourself?
No, sir.
I see you got glass cut all over you.
Do I? Okay. I think I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Hang tight a minute.
Watery eyes and slurred speech are a telltale sign of too much alcohol, and Stephanie is giving off all kinds of red flags. Even worse, she's got alcohol and weed inside the car.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. That being said, will you talk to me? Explain what happened?
I will talk to you about anything.
All right, so explain in detail just what happened prior to the accident.
I was coming to full throttle, and I was almost here, as you can see.
Were you driving this way or that coming down that side road?
I was coming here, this way.
Okay.
And suddenly, one person walked out in front of me.
Okay.
And my car got hit. I called you as soon as they got hit.
You called 911?
Yes, I called 911 as soon as something happened. And then someone said, someone else just said, I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Okay, what happened when you hit the one person? What happened?
I just called you. That's all I know.
Okay.
I called you.
Did they fall down right away, or did you get out and help them, or what happened?
I got out, I called you, and then everyone else came out, so I kind of just let them come and take over the situation.
Okay.
But I promise you, I only know one person got hit, and I'm just like, they came out of nowhere because I'm a safe driver.
I get it. If you had to ask me, how fast were you going when you hit the person?
I would say I was going at least 40. At least 40.
You think
maybe 40 to 45, but at least 40.
Okay. All right. Do you think you were going too fast for this area at the time with the darkness?
I honestly don't think I was going too fast because I try to be precautionary about where I'm at.
Okay.
But I just know that one person came out of nowhere.
Did you have your headlights on?
Yes, sir.
Brights on or just regular headlights?
Regular.
Okay. Okay. So obviously you saw them. It was no time to react, no time to stop.
No time.
Okay.
That's the word.
Stephanie still maintains she only saw one person, even though there are 2 victims. According to her story, she was driving carefully and completely aware at all times, but her behavior is not what you'd expect from someone who's just committed double vehicular manslaughter. As the officer continues, she seems determined to avoid a sobriety test.
Over the course of the night, how much have you had to drink?
I probably had about 3 drinks.
What is 3 drinks? You like? Are we talking what type of drinks?
Just vodka.
Vodka, straight vodka or mixed drinks?
Vodka and water, so I was staying hydrated, and drinking.
On it,
right now, if you had me do a test, I think I would pass. Just don't test me, but I think I would pass.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. We are going to do those tests here in a little bit because of circumstances. Obviously, we have to. Okay. How long ago was your last drink? Would you say?
My last drink, I would say about 40 minutes.
40 minutes ago. Were you drank anything while you're in the vehicle, or was the last drink at the bar?
At the bar.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least drunk you've ever been, 10 being the most drunk you've ever been, where would you say you put yourself right now?
5.
5.
Because I've been very drunk. And right now, I see you, I see everyone, I know the situation, you know what I mean? I know I'm aware of everything.
As always, the test starts with the officer checking just how impaired Stephanie's vision is and if she is as safe a driver as she claims. But it's her reaction to the test that tells us something is very wrong.
Stephanie, go ahead and step on out here for me. We're going to do these quick tests. It started to rain a little bit, but it pretty much let up as long as you're okay with that.
Okay.
All right, come right over here. You can just stand here in front of my squad car and face me. All right, just see my pen right here? What I want you to do is follow the tip of my pen. I'm going to move my pen back and forth several times. I want you to follow the tip of my pen.
Do you want me to walk or just my eyes?
No, we're just doing your eyes right now. Touch the tip of my pen just so I know where you're. There you go. All right. That's what I want you to follow. Nope, keep your head still for me.
Oh, my head. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Just your eyes. No, we're gonna try that again.
It's hard.
All right. Just
Okay.
The next test is the walk and turn. During this test, the officer will look for several signs to determine whether the driver's cognition and physical ability are impaired. These can include using your arms to balance, losing balance while turning, and stopping to regain your footing.
what I'm going to have you do is stand about right here, face my car. We don't have a line. We're going to pretend there's an invisible line straight from you to my license plate, okay? What I want you to do is put your left foot down first. Now put your right foot in front of your left foot with your right heel touching your left toe, just as I'm demonstrating. Go ahead and get in that position for me.
Can I show an example?
Yeah, I want you to.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tie your shoe for me, okay?
Sorry.
All right, go ahead and begin the test, okay?
It looks as though she failed that one. Maybe she'll do better on the next test.
If you're going to stand right here in front of me for the next test, go ahead and face me, put both your feet together, arms straight down your side. This is called a one-leg stand test, okay? Whichever leg you choose, I'm going to have you lifted approximately 6 inches off the ground with your foot parallel to the ground, holding that position once you count out loud for 30 seconds in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on, until you give it 30 seconds or until I tell you to stop, okay? All right, go ahead and begin the test, okay?
1,000, is that what it is?
You drop your foot, lift it right back up, keep going where you left off.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 9, 1,000. Oh, I can't do it.
Continue the test, okay?
10, 1,000. Oh, I can't do it, sir. I really can't.
Stephanie isn't doing as well as she might believe, but the only way to determine just how drunk she is with the preliminary breath test, or PBT. And it's one of the best ways of testing for alcohol levels. Although the test can be affected by things like smoking, breath fresheners, and mouthwash, it's one of the most useful tools a cop has in the field.
This is called a PBT test. You ever blown one of these before?
No.
Okay. You know what the legal limit is to drive in Illinois?
I do not, sir.
Okay, 0.08, okay? What I have you do is take a deep breath, a long, hard, steady blow into the straw, just like you're blowing up a balloon. Keep blowing until you hear the machine click, okay? All right?
Blowing up a what?
Yes, ma'am. Take a deep breath, long, hard, steady blow. A little bit harder for me, a little bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
Go to Bradley.
You're a Bradley student?
I graduate in 4 weeks.
You're a .264, okay?
The legal limit in Illinois for blood alcohol concentration is .08. Depending on what amount you exceed the limit by makes the difference between getting a ticket and getting put in handcuffs. As Stephanie is 3 times over the limit and has failed every sobriety test, the officer only has one move to make next.
Okay, go ahead and turn around for me and place your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for DUI. First off, I'm going to let you know you did hit 2 people total.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to word it to yourself, that's fine. Okay, I'm just telling you, there's 2 people struck by your vehicle and both are dead.
I did not hit the
Okay.
people. Let me tell you right now.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you the 2 people that hit your
Why would I
car.
call
Ma'am, listen.
911 if I...
2 people struck your vehicles, I'm telling you, and they're both deceased on scene. I'm just telling you that information, okay?
Until now, Stephanie's behavior has been, at best, unusual. She seems totally oblivious to the fact that she has killed 2 people and is in a lot of trouble. But despite all of this, the officer still has a duty to fulfill a suspect's medical needs and takes her to get checked out at the hospital. And the way she acts in front of the officer is just unbelievable.
I appreciate you being cooperative so far. I gotta tell you what's going on.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, all right, come on out here this way.
If it was 2, I'd be crying, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my God, I did this. I'd be like, wow, this made it work, but I know what I did.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to Vegas. My parents take me to Vegas. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna spend at least $500. And I'm gonna start off with 2 Long Island.
You haven't had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there? I swear to God, if you're Snapchatting right now and I'm not, I'm gonna be mad. And I have such a long day tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm not gonna answer anyone's Snapchat. I'm not gonna answer any questions. You're gonna be like, bruh, I went home instead. Okay, well, you're being too quiet, so I'm gonna start singing because I hate quiet. So,
You gotta figure out all your paperwork.
that's why I just said I'm gonna start singing. Ooh, ETA by the Beebs. You. You don't know where make sure that you don't mention. Shut up to you, God, with you. Shower you with all my intentions. Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car. And I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Told?
Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it here?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I get a Tuesday leave for my night class?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you understand what I told you? You killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
It's okay. They're taking me to Vegas for my birthday. In 2 months. That'll be fun.
In this case, the cop was absolutely correct. Stephanie won't be going to school tomorrow, and she's definitely not going to Vegas. She eventually pleaded guilty to aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol and aggravated reckless driving. The victim's families asked for a maximum sentence of 28 years, but the judge gave her 14 years, and she must serve at least 85% of that sentence. Stephanie apologized to the families and spoke out against driving under the influence, but in this case, it might be too little too late. However, Stephanie's attitude is nothing compared to this next drunk driver who learned the consequences of not cooperating with a police officer.
Take your seatbelt off.
You do it. You're hurting me.
Well, you should have thought about that before you fought me.
Ow!
On August 8th, 2023, a cop in Sebastian, Florida noticed a pickup truck struggling to stay in its own lane. Without warning, the truck crashes into another vehicle right in front of the pursuing officer, and police need to find out what's going on with the driver.
You okay?
I am.
Did you see that truck hit us? Well, he was up a pretty good ways from me, but as long as you're okay,
Yeah,
I may run up and get with him. So just sit tight. I may have somebody else with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
I'm checking. Stand by. You okay?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
No injuries. Possible signal 1. You okay? Yeah, do you have your license on you?
Probably.
This is Jennifer, and she's not hurt or in shock. She's drunk, and this cop knows it.
Probably. How much have you had to drink?
Oh, no.
Okay, I need you to get your driver's license for me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so, I don't know.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Okay, where's your driver's license at?
I'm saying I don't know.
Are you having some kind of medical issue? Can you unlock the door for me? Unlock the door. Are you sure you're not injured? You don't know?
I'm not injured.
Okay. Go ahead and put your feet down. I need your driver's license. Is it in your purse, maybe?
Yeah.
Can you get your driver's license for me?
Calling Jennifer drunk would be an understatement. In reality, she's completely wasted. Simple instructions seem to go right over her head, and this cop's patience is about to be taken to the limit as he deals with one of the worst DUI cases he's ever seen. But this traffic stop is over, and things are going to get much worse.
Really?
Well, you just hit another car.
I had a car.
You hit a car, and you're sitting in the opposite lane of travel. Is the truck registered to you? The truck registered to you? Oh, okay.
Did I hurt somebody?
No, you didn't hurt anybody.
I
What's that?
hurt.
No, you didn't hurt anybody. Okay, Jennifer.
Yes.
Just let you know, you was involved in an accident, okay? I believe you're impaired. I believe you've had too much to drink to be driving. Would you be willing to do some tests?
Please, no. I don't want to.
It's not an option.
Florida's implied consent law states that if you're legally driving a vehicle, then you have already consented to take DUI tests, which includes providing blood and urine samples. This does not apply to field sobriety tests, which can be refused. However, if a suspect is found guilty of a DUI, refusal of an FST can serve as evidence during the prosecution, which could potentially result in a harsher sentence. In this case, police are well within their jurisdiction to take Jennifer to the station to conduct testing of her blood alcohol levels, and there's no point in resisting. But Jennifer decides she prefers the hard way out.
You don't want to take the test?
No.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me. Jennifer, step out of the vehicle for me. Take the seatbelt off. Take your seatbelt off.
You do it.
No.
No.
It's right there.
Why-
Take this. Don't make this more difficult than what it needs to
Why are you
be.
telling me to do that?
I'm
No,
asking you to take your seatbelt off and step out of the vehicle for me. I'm trying to be nice about this. You're not willing to do any tests for me, correct?
I am not.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Don't do this. Don't resist.
Why are you doing this?
You.
Yeah, I'm a f***ing mother, and you want to fuck
Give me your arm.
you. Oh, this makes you feel good, right? You're hurting me.
Well, you should have thought about that before you fought me.
Ow! You're hurting me, you piece of shit.
You go.
No! No!
Stop!
That's not gonna work, bro. You understand me?
Oh, yeah,
So now you just got a felony battery on a law enforcement officer.
Get off me, Jesus!
No.
Get off me!
Although officers manage to restrain Jennifer, she kicks one of them, adding another charge to the list. But these cops still have a duty to look after their suspect. And the fact that these cops hold it together after being insulted and assaulted shows just how professional police can be when faced with the most troublesome suspects. But whatever the officers try, Jennifer resists every step of the way.
All right, Jennifer, let's go.
What are you doing?
You're at the hospital
Why?
because you wasn't acting right at the jail.
I don't need to go to jail.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if you kick me,
Oh, I kicked you. Oh, shut up, you.
I'm just don't kick me is what I'm telling you, all right?
I will not kick you unless you deserve it. Please, ow! Ow, please, no! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Thankfully, the driver she crashed into was unharmed, if just a little shaken up. Jennifer, on the other hand, was given 3 charges: DUI, resisting an officer with violence, and battery on a law enforcement officer. Because of these serious crimes, her bail was set at $9,000, and we can only hope she learned her lesson. Good parents always try to protect their kids from any harm, but there's some evil parents out there that feel entitled to do whatever they want to their kids and face no consequences. But unfortunately for them, things don't usually work out for them. Here are 4 insane examples where evil parents thought they could get away with their actions.
Here, we're gonna go with this one police officer.
On May 19, 2018, Delray Beach police officers responded to a call concerning a mother who was keeping her children on the ledge of a roof in her house. As soon as the cops arrived, they realized this is not going to be easy, as the mother is hallucinating on drugs.
Okay. Darling.
She's on Molly.
It's okay.
Molly.
Dear.
The door locked.
Dear. All right. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. Dear, listen to me. You're not in trouble for anything. Okay. Just get the kids back inside, please. That's all we want you to do. Just get the kids back inside.
Immediately, bystanders tell the cops that she has taken Molly, a party drug known to some as ecstasy. The cops first try to talk to the mother, assuring her that she is not in trouble and encouraging her to get the kids back inside. However, trying to keep things calm won't work for very long.
How do we get in the house? They're real. We're gonna help you. Let's get breaching tools. Let's get breaching tools.
After the failed negotiation with the mother, the cops decide it's time to head inside. Although he initially asks for the breaching tools, assuming he'll need to break down the door turns out to be unlocked. And now that he's inside, the real challenge follows.
It's okay. Please, we're here to help, okay? We're here to help.
Oh, wait. No, wait.
Oh, it's okay.
No, wait. You're not a real one. No. I want to see your badge.
Oh, right here.
I want to see your badge.
There you go. Yeah, right here. See? One of you guys go inside, open this window up. I'll hand you the kids.
No.
The cop opens a window and steps onto the ledge, immediately grabbing the kids to secure them from falling. Now that the children are in less danger, he can discuss with the mother. In the deranged state she's in, she thinks they are not real cops and demands to see their badges. After evaluating the situation, the cop decides it is better to ensure the safety of the kids and asks his partner to open the window behind him so he can put the kids inside.
No. I want to see your badge.
Okay, here. Let me show you. It's okay. Look.
I want to see your badge.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, real.
No, really. Let me see.
Yeah, right here. See? It says police.
Sergeant?
Yeah.
No, you're not. It doesn't say sergeant. Okay,
Kids. Huh?
No, who are you? Point blank, body adventure? No, point blank, body adventure!
Another cop follows the first one and attempting to calm the mother shows her his police badge. As the kids' cries grow louder, the mother refuses to believe they are real cops and continues her babbling, speaking incoherently due to the strong effect of the drugs. The police prioritize ensuring the safety of the kids over engaging with the nonsensical conversation. So one of the officers grabs the mother in an attempt to stabilize the situation. However, things are about to get even scarier.
Okay, guys, we're gonna walk with Mike here, okay? Here, come walk with Mike. Guys, we're okay. It's okay. Big step, okay? Guys, we're walking this way. You guys want to see where we're walking to? We're going to walk to that police officer, okay?
While her family and the other cops gathered there are talking to the mother, the officer takes advantage of her distraction and starts to guide the kids to walk along the edge. The kids are terrified, crying and calling for their careless mother, but she is out of the picture. Slowly, they continue crossing in the direction of the other cop, every step bringing them closer to safety.
Here, we're going to go with this one police officer. Watch your head. Come here, buddy.
You all right, buddy?
Come on, buddy.
You all right, buddy?
It's okay. It's okay.
After reaching the other police officer, the kids are now safe, even though they are horribly frightened and still calling for a mother that simply doesn't deserve them. The woman was committed to a mental health facility, and the children were put in the custody of the Florida Department of Children and Families. Her kids were still too young to testify against her, but this next mother wasn't so lucky.
Put your hands. Don't resist. Put your hands behind your back.
On March 20th, 2022, police officers were scolding some kids who were throwing debris into the road. However, all of a sudden, an intoxicated mother with a 9-year-old in the back seat almost rear-ended them, and the situation took a crazy turn.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You almost ran into our car. We had kids up here. What are you doing? Put the car in park. Put your car in park. Put your car in park. Put it in park. Put it in park.
Put the car in park.
What are you not understanding simple instructions?
I know. Oh my God.
You almost ran into us.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
After the initial surprise, the cops quickly put the juveniles aside and go to the car, clearly agitated by the pure shock of the moment. The driver is a woman with her kid in the backseat who starts acting naive about the situation as if it wasn't her fault. But this is only the start of a truly insane interaction.
Why is the window not down? Put your window down!
Don't do it, honey. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's not even in a seatbelt in the car, and you're driving like that.
Oh my God.
Where are you coming from?
We went.
Stop looking at him, look at me.
Oh my God, I'm at my friend's house. He's like.
You okay in the backseat, son? I'm not mad at you, okay? Where does it look?
Do you see how close you are to this police car? Do you know how fast you were going? I had to pull those 3 kids off the hood of that car because you were so close to rear-ending the car. It's nighttime, it's dark, and there's a bunch of blue, red, and white flashing lights, and you got this close to a police car going the speed you were going? Have you been drinking?
The cop begins asking why she was driving recklessly at that speed towards the police cars, but the woman is in a state of disbelief, acting like this situation can't be happening to her, continuously saying sorry and disregarding the cop's questions. Knowing the kid might have to give a statement about what happened, the officer tries to calm him, telling him it's not his fault. Due to her weird behavior, the cop now suspects the woman might have been drinking.
Ma'am, have you had...
You just lied to a police officer.
Drink?
Yes.
She did?
Yes.
You feel unsafe in the car? Okay, I'm gonna get you out of the car, okay? Let you come out and hang out with us.
Come here, man.
You can't lie to a police officer.
Just come here,
I'm
man.
not lying to a police officer.
You have had something to do wrong.
I did, but I'm not lying.
No, you lied to me.
Oh my God.
You lied to me. So, man, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle.
Come on, bud.
My mom was at her friend's house.
Okay.
And we were coming home, and then I saw the cop car, and then I told her to stop.
Shockingly, the kid intervenes in the conversation and demands his mom to stop lying to the cop. The kid, knowing the right thing to do, reveals to the officer that she had been drinking. After stepping outside to talk to the cop, the 9-year-old, who seems to have more common sense than his mother, explains that he told her to stop when he saw the officer's cars, but she refused.
Okay.
Go.
You had
Go.
2 drinks of vodka, correct?
Go.
I'm talking to you now. You had 2 drinks of vodka, mixed drink, correct?
Yeah.
2 hours ago, is what you were saying?
I don't know.
That's
It was a party.
Okay, you don't know.
It was a party over in the...
I'm listening to you. So after you had drinks, you got it behind your wheel of your car and you drove, right?
My kid. Please.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a
Let me go
question.
home. I'm a teacher. I work at the high school. Let me go home.
After stepping outside of her car, the woman is already a nervous wreck. But not only is she acting like a careless mom for driving intoxicated with a child in the car, she is also being delusional, thinking she might evade the situation by stating that she is a high school teacher. But all this does is make her look even worse.
What? What do you want me to do?
You're going to perform some exercises.
Oh my God.
If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to do it.
I just want to take my child home with
I need to know what you want to do, ma'am.
God, I'm not. Oh my God.
Okay, do me a favor. Turn around.
Oh my God.
Turn around. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand
No. Oh my God.
Put your hand.
Stop.
How resist.
Stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
You don't have to do this.
Get your stuff. I got it.
After refusing to perform a sobriety exercise amid tears, the cops have no other option than to arrest her. Despite her resistance, she is eventually handcuffed. Her behavior poses a risk not only to herself, but also to her son.
Oh my God, please. I swear to God, I didn't do anything wrong. Please. I swear to God. Please, let me get my baby. Please. Traumatized. Please.
Ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, whatever you're alleging now, you can take it up in court. Okay?
Please. I work at the high school. I'm a teacher. Please.
Ma'am, you don't have to. Ma'am, please. Please.
My child.
Ma'am, please. No, do me a favor. We're past that. We're going to the jail now. Okay?
Let me go home. I don't do this. I'm a teacher. I don't do this. Please, let me go home.
Already in the cop car on their way to the police station, the woman keeps begging to be freed and taken to her kid, but all her begging won't turn back time. The teacher was charged with a DUI, given a child abuse felony charge for driving drunk with her son in the car, and a misdemeanor for resisting police when the cops tried to handcuff her. However, the next case might somehow be an even worse example of parental negligence. On April 22nd, 2021, Florida cops received calls from concerned neighbors reporting that they heard children screaming from inside a house. When the police officers arrived at the scene, they began to realize the severity of the situation.
Is that someone that has to have a ground right there?
Yeah.
As soon as the cops arrived, they could immediately hear a small child yelling for his mom, as well as loud banging noises coming from inside the home. Upon closer inspection, they observed large piles of trash near the front door, indicating potential signs of an unsafe environment.
Hello. Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you the mother of these children here?
Yeah, what's up?
They've been screaming and crying?
Yeah, they're playing. They have the windows open. That's what they do.
They're not playing, ma'am.
He looks like he needs juice or something. He's showing me his cup.
Yeah, I was just about to go get them.
Okay, well, we're getting complaints that they feel like there's children in distress over there.
Yeah, they're very loud and they scream a lot.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
After knocking on the door, the mother answers and offers an excuse for the noises, claiming that their kids are just playing and they scream too much. However, the cop notices that the child was in fact not playing, but asking for something to drink, showing the lack of attendance from the parents. The situation is becoming increasingly concerning.
Is anybody supervising them?
Yeah, I was just in there. Like, I was just in there getting them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have my other daughter in the
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us?
Is that bright in your eyes?
And this apparently has not been the first time from all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week.
Recognizing the potential dangers and lack of supervision inside the house, the cop worries about the safety of the kids. The combination of the chaotic environment, the seemingly intoxicated state of the mother, and the apparent neglect raises serious alarms for the well-being of the children.
Does this seem to be a safe environment for your children?
Yeah, it's completely safe. It's just, they're very, very loud and vocal. And since both of the windows are opened...
This is a safe environment, huh?
We're still cleaning it out. Their uncle and aunt just left and they trashed the place. So...
I'm not enthused so far, to be honest with you.
Neither am I.
The cop scolds the mother about the deplorable state of their house, emphasizing that it is not a safe environment for children. The neglect is evident, with the cops noticing the children's full diapers that appear to have gone unchanged for an extended period of time. The officers decide that they must take immediate action to save these kids.
Alright, so both of y'all are going to be going to jail tonight for child neglect. Okay, DCF has obviously custody of the kids, and they're going to be staying with your sister, cousin. Is that what it is? Hopefully you guys are able to get out tomorrow. You can get back to your baby.
Yeah, but what? We have no money. I have no family.
I understand, but we have probable cause to make the arrest.
We don't tolerate this. All right. The conditions they're in is unsafe for them in general. Completely unsatisfactory.
Alright, go ahead, put your hands behind your back, please. Put your palms together just like you're praying. Palms together. Palms together, like you're praying.
The cops explain the gravity of the situation to both parents, informing them that they will be spending the night in jail. While the father remains calm, the mother is now in tears, less likely out of concern for their children, but due to the realization that she is now under arrest. The officers proceed to put handcuffs on both parents.
I know you're upset about your kids, but you hitting your head against that glass is not going to do anything. You have 3 little ones that care about you, that are waiting for you.
Yeah.
So let's just get this over with, okay? We're going to go get you cleared at the hospital. If you don't want to get any treatment or anything, you'll just have to tell them that.
I don't want to go to the hospital.
Okay, but we have...
There, you just tell them you don't want to see them, and they'll just fill out a piece of paper, and we leave. But according to our policy, because you just had
I'll fill it out now. I don't want to go there at all. I hate Advent.
All right.
They treat me like shit.
Okay, perfectly fine. It's not your decision, it's ours, okay? Our policy states you're going to have to go. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns at this point in time?
No.
Great. Close the door. Let's go.
All right.
Finally, the officers inform the mother that she is going to the hospital to receive treatment. Despite her last complaints, the cop closes the door. Both parents were charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect without great bodily harm. However, there are other ways to be neglectful towards your children, like the mother in our next case.
So put your hands behind. We're just detaining you right now, right?
I'm being detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
On August 21st, 2021, Ohio cops responded to a call at the local blood donation bank after a passerby reported 2 children stuck in a hot car.
What's your mom's name?
What's your name?
Steven.
Say you notify.
I do gig work for work.
Okay,
so
okay.
I was doing an Uber Eats here, and like I said, I drive by and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming for her mom. So I'm a parent. So I walked up to the car to make sure there was nobody in the car with them, and I asked her, I said, "What's your mom's name? I'll go get her." And then I saw the security guard, and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like, "You gotta call the police. This isn't okay."
The cops arrive and are greeted by the man who made the call. Apparently, he was working for Uber Eats and saw a child screaming for her mom inside the car. Officers began asking around for more information about the case.
What's your mom's name?
What is it?
Tamisha.
Tamisha. Yep. She was a new donor too. She's been in here for at least 2 hours.
She's
the new donor with she had a head wrap on.
Tuesday was with?
Yes. Maybe a Tuesday was there. I knew.
She's been there for a long period of time?
Yep. Long time.
Like what, every 4 hours?
At least 2. I can find out the start time if that's something you need.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. I'm going to go get the mom off the machine. Okay.
After asking the kids for their mom, a nearby nurse from the blood bank recognizes her name and informs the cops that she has been there for at least 2 hours. The nurse goes back inside to find her and bring her outside. The situation is now getting more bizarre and dangerous by the minute.
She's been checked in with us since 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Okay.
Lord Jesus.
It's getting really warm out here now.
It's really hot.
And what about
the baby's dressed in pants and long sleeves.
What's your name?
My name is Stacy. I'm the registered nurse here.
Alright, Stacy. Sorry, we're just getting them checked out.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Been here since 7:30. Been here since 7:30.
The mother is now outside, so the cop checks with the nurse about her check-in time and learns that it's been almost 4 hours since the children have been alone inside the car, and it's now getting dangerously hot. As the cop returns to the scene to assess the situation, one of the other officers moves one kid away while she cries uncontrollably.
So at least, however, we received a 911 call saying the vehicle was turned off with the windows up and the kids. Hey, can you come here? Do me a favor. Start reaching in the vehicle.
I'm trying to charge this so I can pull up.
Okay. The windows was rolled up. Yes, ma'am. And the kids are here now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We come here. However, they were unable. People here, bystanders, were able to, open the door, give the kids some water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is a serious. This is a severity crime. Okay. You can't just leave the kids in the car unattended. All right. The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot outside. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was on, people can take your children, take your car, and it's like near 85 degrees outside. Inside that car heats up very fast, and children at a young age are they're easily raise their temperature level up.
One of the other cops, now talking to the mother, tries to make her understand the gravity of the situation, but she seems unaware of what is going on and why she is being questioned. They scold her about leaving children alone in a closed car in such hot weather and emphasize the dangers it poses to leave kids alone without supervision. This is what seems to make her realize the severity of her situation and that there's no escaping the consequences of her actions.
Kids checked out. I'm going to notify Child Family Services. All right? And we'll go from there, okay? Okay. The guy who was doing over his name saw the kids screaming out for their mom. Hey, Tamisha, do me a favor. I just step on inside of the vehicle, okay?
I just wanted to charge it up so I can call.
Okay. Hey, we're going to detain her for a minute. Put her in the car.
So if you can put your black and mild out.
Yeah, put that out there. Yeah.
Hold on, I got it.
Are you pregnant or postpartum?
No.
Go put your hands behind. We're just detaining you right now, all right? Put your hands
I'm being detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Nothing, my baby.
Yeah, stand by, all right?
The other officer informs the mother that Child Protective Services will be notified, and she begins to cry. Following instructions, the cop is told to detain the mother and pulls out the handcuffs. Surprisingly, she poses no resistance in putting her hands behind her back, and in a moment of concern for her children, she stops worrying about herself and requests to see her child.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Hey, laugh.
Can I go and see them?
Yeah, they're going to the hospital, okay?
Can you get in, please?
Go put your feet on.
At the moment, you're just being detained, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll figure everything out.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 13 radio.
The loud crying of her kids agitates her, so she demands to see her children again, but they've now been taken away to better care. The only thing she'll be seeing is the back of the police car and a piece of paper charging her with endangering her children. This is a crazy woman, thinking that getting aggressive with an officer would get her a free pass. Little does she know this action can be classified as battery against a law enforcement officer. But that's just one of 4 shocking examples of when entitled girls think they can't be arrested.
Turn around. I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
At the Pensacola Bay Bridge during a regular patrol, an officer spotted a gray GMC Terrain going 52 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. On top of that, when the officer ran the license plate, it showed that the plates had been expired since October 2021. So the officer pulled the car over, but he had no idea what he was in for.
Young lady, Officer Banks, Golf Breeze Police Department. I'm pulling you over. You're doing 54 and a 35. Any reason for that speed tonight?
45.
Before you got off the bridge, and as soon as you came off the bridge. All this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
No. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle.
A few things seem off about this interaction. Apart from her absurd claim that she doesn't need to have a license to drive, the woman has glossy eyes, was slow in her responses, and honestly just looks a bit out of it. Sensing that the situation will escalate, the officer asks the woman to step out of the vehicle so that he has her in clear view. However, the woman continues to ignore the officer's orders. This is when the officers call the case in as a code 15-7, sovereign citizen. Sovereign citizen refers to individuals who believe, among other things, that they are above the law. Law enforcement usually approaches people like this with a lot of caution since they are widely known not to comply with orders. You will see this officer doing the same. She's clearly just being awkward. That was until she said something completely insane.
Step out the vehicle.
Am I about a crime?
Yeah, you are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my right.
Either you step out the vehicle or I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my right.
15-7, sovereign supervisor, sovereign citizen.
You hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you move.
I know my right.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle. Call a supervisor right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay. So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued? What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
And what is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to...
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Okay.
I have all the laws back here.
Okay. And what state is that?
Any state. It's common law, natural law.
Okay.
Constitutional law.
Okay. Sorry, Turner. A, she won't identify. She won't produce a driver's license. She's doing 58.
This woman is clearly delusional. She claims she doesn't need a driver's license to drive around because it's not a commercial car. At this point, completely taken aback by the woman's audacity and persistence, he gives in and calls for his sergeant. But when the supervisor shows up, the woman immediately starts getting defensive. When neither officer buys her shtick, the lady tries to completely change the story.
Okay, I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Let my officer speak first. Then I'll speak to her. Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that is before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle. Okay. And then she said, I am traveling.
Okay. So, you do need a license to drive a vehicle. You do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Well, you're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural law.
I don't care about common law. You're in the state of Florida. You're in the state of Florida. You're in the state of Florida.
It doesn't matter what state
It does matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're going to get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being legally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being cooperative. It is not a Terry stop. Trust me, I know the difference. You were speeding. Turn the vehicle off and get out of the car. Out of the car now.
A Terry stop is when a police officer stops and questions a person based on reasonable suspicion that the person may be involved in criminal activity, which obviously isn't the case here since the original stop was because of speeding and invalid number plates. Still, the woman tries to accuse the officer of doing so. However, the officers have had enough of her excuses and decide to take action. This is when the woman begins panicking and her lies start to unravel.
Out of the car now. Undo the seatbelt.
Turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Step out, turn around, face away from me. Turn around, face away.
Turn around.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I need to call.
Have a seat.
I need to call somebody. Excuse me?
You call somebody from Santa Rosa County Jail. You're under arrest.
While she may appear to be dumb, the woman is actually super clever. As soon as she figures out that there's no way to fight out of this, her demeanor and complete attitude all of a sudden changes to that of a cooperative person.
Ma'am, I'm telling you right now. No, stop. I'm telling you, didn't piss us off.
I obviously have, because y'all are detaining me illegally.
No, you're being arrested. You don't know your rights.
I haven't
Clearly.
been lovely to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
You have not been cooperative.
I haven't been cooperative in what?
Not at all.
Just go with it?
No. Just be honest.
Sergeant, please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will. Because you believe you don't have to have a license.
I'll go get a driver's license tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license.
Because you're telling me that I have no
believe
choice.
You don't. That's correct. You have no choice. So this is the no.
If this wasn't enough already, when the cops ran a background check on the woman, it is revealed that she has a warrant for not appearing in court.
You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired. Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
You're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
With her story having shown multiple gaps already, the officers search her car, and the situation gets even worse when they find ammunition inside her vehicle.
Where's the gun in the car?
The gun? There's no gun in that car.
There seems to be ammo.
The gun's in a pawn shop.
When did you pawn it?
2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there.
But this wasn't the end. In a not-so-shocking finding at this point, the officers also found a plastic bag of white powder inside the vehicle, which unsurprisingly turned out to be cocaine.
Drugs inside the vehicle, you are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes, you are. You're searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what's it matter?
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
No, there's plenty of laws. You're just breaking them.
The woman is finally arrested for possession of cocaine, adding on to her charges of DUI for the influence of alcohol or drugs and operating a motor vehicle without a valid license.
Have your driver's license, please.
Oh, you sure can. But I also know people. You're messing with the wrong one.
This woman is suspected of drinking and driving. She stopped in the oncoming lane at an intersection and has threatened the officers many times. She keeps making unreasonable demands and clearly looks out of it.
Can you put the car in park and turn it off, please?
Yeah, of course.
You do realize you're in the wrong lanes, right?
I do. I was just looking for a number.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side of the roadway.
I know that. I was looking for a number.
Why would you be on the wrong side of the roadway, though?
Because I just pulled off to the side of the road.
Yeah, you're not on the side. You're in the westbound lanes and you're facing eastbound.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I apologize.
Where are you coming from?
North Palm Beach.
North Palm?
Yes.
What were you doing over there?
That's where I live.
Where are you coming from, though?
I had to drop off the phone.
Can you give me the keys, please? Give me the keys, please. Give me the keys to your vehicle.
I don't understand why I have to.
You don't have to understand. Just give me the keys. Thank you. You go out tonight?
No.
You've been drinking?
Yes.
Where were you drinking at?
My house.
Your house or your friend's house?
My house. My friend needed help because she was in a dangerous situation.
You were drinking at home and then went to your friend's house?
No, I was drinking at my friend's house and then I went home. I was back home. I have 3 children. No, I'm so upset that I can't even think straight. I didn't even do anything fucking wrong.
Have your driver's license, please.
Oh, you sure can. But I also know people.
Okay, good.
You're messing with the wrong one.
Okay.
I just want you to know that.
Are you threatening him?
I'm not threatening him, but I do know people.
Who are you calling?
My husband. Because if he's not here, I'm not getting out of the car. He'll drag me out. Just take me home. I have 3 kids. Just take me home.
That's not an option.
It's not? How about Officer Sean? Officer Sean of North Palm Beach?
What about Officer Sean?
Call him.
I'm not calling anybody.
Call him.
He has nothing to do with this.
He will in a minute.
I don't think that he'd appreciate you calling him at 1:30 in the morning.
Well, I am going home tonight, and I'm not going anywhere other than my house. And you will take me there.
The woman continues to dig herself deeper and deeper by continuing to talk to the officers instead of just staying silent. And then she tries to use her connections, and when that doesn't work, she resorts to this.
I have 3 children.
Okay. And they're home safe with your husband, correct?
No, because I can't get a hold of them.
Okay. Well, because he's probably sleeping. Because it's 1:30 in the morning.
Why can't you just take me home with them?
That's not how this works.
Because you want to be me?
No.
Seeing her in this emotional state, the officers have no option but to try and console the woman. When she cries and keeps making excuses, it shows she feels like rules shouldn't apply to her. And sure, fears about the officers getting violent with her are definitely valid. It's likely not coming from an understanding of police brutality, but rather an effort to try and paint herself as the victim of a crime which we have yet to see so far in the footage. When the woman figures out that things will not go her way, she starts acting up again and accuses the officers of trying to steal her wedding ring.
All right. I'm calling my f***ing husband. Do not touch me.
Okay.
If you touch me,
Get out of the car. Get out of the car, man. Come on. Get out of the car.
you're gonna harass me?
No, relax, okay? Relax.
Stop tensing up. Stop. Listen.
You called him about 30 times already.
Stop pulling away. It's not going to get you anywhere to do that. It's only going to make it worse for you.
He's
under arrest.
You're gonna beat me?
No, we're not beating you.
Everybody here has video cameras on their chest.
Yep.
Everything that has occurred from the start to finish is on body camera.
Can you call my husband right now?
No.
You will call your husband.
Right now?
Nope.
No.
When we get a chance, we will. We have other things to do first.
Can you just let me go, please?
No.
Can you follow me home?
If you weren't driving the wrong way,
You're not taking my ring off of my finger.
I can promise you that I don't want your ring to keep. I have to put it. That's fine.
That's a $4,000 ring.
It's gonna go with you. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get it back.
No, you're not taking that off. I'm married.
That's fine. We heard you. You told us that you had a husband.
we're not saying you're not married.
We're not stealing anything. Relax. You're out of control for no reason.
Then she starts trying to use her so-called connections to try and intimidate the cops again.
Please call.
I want you to stop looking at me.
I want you to call
No,
Officer
stop looking
Brundle right
I
now.
don't care. No, we're not doing that.
You are.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. You're gonna call Officer Brundle right now.
No, we're not.
Well, I'm not getting in my car.
I know him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I call him right now.
Is he North Palm?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll let him know.
Call him.
I'm sure he wouldn't be approving of your behavior right now.
Okay, I believe you.
And even after being arrested and put in the police car, the woman still continues to try to paint herself as a victim and weasel out of the situation.
You guys are harassing me.
Nope, you're under arrest, Alexandra.
Sean Mize, call him right now. He knows me. And he is up there.
According to reports, the woman later got a year of probation and 6 months with an interlocking device as a result of her offenses.
Take me to jail.
I asked if there was a...
Take me to jail. Jail! Now!
On June 12, 2022, police were monitoring city surveillance cameras and noticed a female sunbathing at a local park in Wausau, Wisconsin. The female was later identified as 24-year-old Talise Machipoto, who had an active felony warrant issued against her for failing to appear in court. Officers quickly made their way to the park, but by the time they arrived, Talise had left and was walking across a bridge.
I don't give a f.
Why you gotta walk away from us? You know we're gonna drive.
Dude, I was walking home for a second to go check on old man.
You're me asking you to stop though?
No.
Really commanding you to stop?
Hurt me, Tom.
Don't command me. I'm not a dog.
We have a warrant, so we have to talk to you and have to take you to jail.
And I'm not a dog. Yep. Needle.
Where? Where's that? So I can take those.
I don't have a seriously.
Any knives or anything like that?
Nope, I wish.
Another officer managed to detain her using a squad car. Once stopped, Talise demanded to be searched by a female officer. Given the situation and her previous attempts to avoid the police, this request appeared to be another attempt to delay or evade the officers, especially since the nearest female officer was stationed 35 minutes away.
I request a female.
We don't have to do that, actually.
That's bullshit. Then you better take me to jail right away.
Well, we're going to.
Well, then I request a female.
Okay. No have on it.
I want a female. Don't touch me. Stop touching me.
What you have to understand is I have...
I don't care. I'm requesting a female.
But there's not a female.
Take me to jail. Stop touching me. Stop.
Just lean against the...
No! I want a female!
As officers tried to manage the situation, Talisa's agitation increased. She began to hit her head against the squad car and loudly demanded to be taken to jail.
Stop off me!
Oh, can I explain something?
No, I have a right to request a female!
And I
Then
asked...
take me to jail!
I asked...
Don't ever start swinging off on you guys!
I asked...
Get the off my
Stop.
No! Take me to jail!
I asked if there was a...
Take me to jail! Jail! Now!
And when one officer approached to calm her down and proceed with a preliminary search, she spat on him, which is considered an assault on law enforcement.
I'm requesting a female! I have a civil right to request a female!
One available.
Then take me to jail!
And we're working on that.
She spit on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you mother dead.
You good on...
You pigs.
After being put in the cop car, the woman continued her tantrum.
Here.
Can't wait till terroristic threats. Ass cocks.
She actually spit on you or just...
Spit at me and hit here, and then some of it hit my arm.
Elise faced multiple charges, including several felonies, battery, threat to an officer, 2 counts of bail jumping, and discharging bodily fluids at an officer. She was also slapped with misdemeanor charges for resisting arrest, another count of bail jumping, and disorderly conduct. However, in court, all these charges stemming from this incident were dismissed. Despite this, she was found guilty in her earlier cases and received a jail sentence of several months.
Call my father. No. He owns the island.
A 24-year-old rich girl, Stephanie Bloodworth, was pulled over in February 2022 for overspeeding around her Florida island in a Tesla and suspicion of drinking and driving. Bloodworth was caught on a dash cam as she was initially pulled over after cops received a reckless driving report on North Bahama Drive in Duck Key, Florida.
Turn off the vehicle. Hands out of the window. Why are you running from me? Why are you running? Don't get out of the... Stay in the f***ing vehicle right now. Just stay there for now. Why are you... Both hands, stay in the f***ing vehicle. 511, she's getting out. Come here. Come here. Stand in front of my f***ing patrol vehicle right now. Right now. Ma'am.
Sorry, what are you accusing me of?
Ma'am.
Yeah?
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. You're running from me.
I did not. Right here.
Yeah, now you are. You need to get over here right now. What? Turn around!
For what?
Born into wealth, she likely grew up with privileges and luxuries that most can only dream of. This privileged background might have given her the belief that she is above the rules, exempt from consequences. When she pulled over, her immediate reaction was to claim ownership of the island and attempting to use her family's wealth and status as a shield against any wrongdoing.
511, she's refusing to comply. Get out of the vehicle.
You got me fucked up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting. Get out of the Get out of the vehicle! She's taking off! 5111, I'm in pursuit again. We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
The officer is finally able to bring her to a stop, but as she steps out of the car, it turns out she's on a call with her dad and is trying to use his money to intimidate the cops.
Stop me over. Oh my god, Dad! They're arresting
Stop
me!
resisting!
Oh, dude! What are you doing?
Don't f***ing resist.
What are you doing, dude? You didn't even know me. Dad, they're arresting me.
Stop resisting!
Dad! Dad!
Get on your...
Dad! Get me on the floor! Dad!
What am I doing?
A female officer arrived at the scene to help with the arrest, and together they tried to restrain Bloodworth as she kicked and screamed while sobbing on the phone with her dad.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why? My dad's in the car. Why are you doing this?
Okay, let go of the phone.
No, I'm not. My dad is on the phone. And he's...
Hey!
Hey!
You are not gonna kick me. This is not okay. Get your leg over here and turn over.
Oh, my face hurts.
I'm sure a lot hurts right now. No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I didn't kick you.
So those lights and sirens mean nothing? We're just out here.
I call my father?
No.
He owns the island.
5-11, you can release the air.
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you gonna do?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24, we don't need to call your dad.
Even though Bloodworth maintains that she isn't drunk, her actions show otherwise.
Are you gonna do field sobriety exercises?
What?
Are you going to do field sobriety exercises to determine if you are under the influence or not?
I'm not under the influence.
You're not taking her out of hand. She's gonna fight.
Ma'am.
I'm not under the
Ma'am,
influence.
listen.
Dude, my parents
Do you-
bought 3 houses.
I suspect that you are under the
I was
influence.
just in one of them.
Do you want to participate in standard field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief that you're driving under the influence?
Yes, of course I'm not. I'm not driving. I've been clean.
you need to
I've been
listen to
clean
me.
for 3 years.
Wait,
And who are you?
He's the police.
I didn't know that.
Now, this dad did eventually show up to the scene, but his reaction is completely the opposite of what she expected it to be.
Stephanie, you have to calm down.
But why are they?
Copy 72.5 You've been drinking, and you were speeding. And now the way you backed in, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to check. So calm down. There's nothing I can do.
What did I do?
Well, you've
What did I
you know
do?
what you know what you've done.
No, I don't. What did I do?
Stop.
Why am I going to jail?
Because you were speeding, you ran stop signs.
Where was I speed?
That's probably
1429. Well, what do they know? Dad.
Her father's refusal to bail her out of the trouble she's gotten herself in pisses Stephanie off even more, but it was time she learned her lesson.
Dad! They didn't read me my rights and they don't tell me why I'm going in!
We told you.
Dad!
You insist you're going to catch more charges.
I'm not resisting! I'm right here!
Get in the car right now.
Dad! What is happening?
We've told you.
No, but
The Daily Mail reported that she faced charges related to resisting arrest, DUI, and reckless driving. Documents showed that she was detained at the Monroe County Detention Facility in Key West, where she expressed interest in addressing her potential substance abuse problems through a jail incarceration program. This teen just reported a kidnapping to the police.
Do something stupid in the future, you're gonna enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not gonna do this again.
The catch is there was no kidnapping, and this girl is now in serious trouble. On July 26, this girl from Florida thought it would be funny to call up local police and report a kidnapping. She claimed in her text messages that her 14-year-old friend had been abducted by a man in a white van at 9:45 in the morning, and he was now on the run. These messages would continue for an hour and a half, prompting a total of 4 departments to rush to the scene. Throughout this entire fiasco, the girl kept giving updates to officers, even going so far as physically describing the suspect and his weapon, making the situation all the more convincing. Soon enough, though, this girl would realize just how stupid this decision was.
Stay calm. You can talk to your parents. We can open the window and let you talk to them. Nothing's going to happen to you. Do you understand that? Okay.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not gonna do this again.
You know, this is going to be an opportunity for you to turn this into a learning experience. This is not something you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life, okay?
Even though she's just a kid, she's not excused from the law and was hit with a felony count of making a false police report and misdemeanor count of misuse of 911. But this is just one of 4 cases where teens try to prank law enforcement, and some take it much, much further, just as 18-year-old Tiara Everett would prove. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office received an emergency call on April 7, 2023, about an armed suspect in a McDonald's holding 5 people hostage over issues with his order. While the response is immediate, officers don't have the slightest clue what's waiting for them.
It's a man, he's in here, he got a hostage with a gun. And nothing seen the officer go through the drive-thru, and I tried to go out there, but he won't let me out there and go.
Okay, what is your name?
I'm Jacayla Holman.
Jacayla Hammond?
Yes, ma'am.
Jacayla?
Yes.
And what is he saying, or what is he doing?
He just got a gun toward us. He said if he tried to scream or run out, he could shoot us.
Did he just walk in there and say, what, he just walked in? What did he say when he came in?
He was mad because employee messed up the order.
Okay, wait a minute. You said that he walked in and he told y'all if y'all scream or say anything, he would do what?
He would kill us.
And he's mad because they messed up his order?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the black female wearing?
She have you know them bubble slides they be buying?
Bubble slides? What color?
She got on those. They pink.
Pink bubble slides?
She got on different color socks. She got on blue jeans. And she got on a black t-shirt.
Blue jeans, black t-shirt?
Yes.
Different color socks?
Yes, ma'am.
There are quite a few interesting things to note here. Listen again to the moment she tells the police her name.
Okay, what is your name?
I'm Jacayla Holman.
Jacayla Hammond?
Yes, ma'am.
Even besides her name sounding off, the tone she sets while explaining the situation seems like anything but that of someone in a hostage situation. And that isn't the only indication something is wrong here.
She have you know them bubble slides they be buying?
Bubble slides? What color?
She got on those. They pink.
Pink bubble slides?
She got on different color socks. She got on blue jeans. And she got on a black t-shirt.
Blue jeans, black t-shirt?
Yes.
Different color socks?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep this physical description of the suspect in mind because it will be very important as officers arrive at the scene.
Anybody in the bathroom? Sheriff's office!
Yeah, that's why she supposed to be coming in and talk to me. What later?
Did y'all have a disturbance here of any kind? Like somebody threatening with a gun? The order was messed up? No?
I haven't.
Alright.
We didn't call 911.
Okay.
Is it great? We didn't see.
We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. We just got we got this McDonald's, but we're trying to make sure it's the right one. Get a good location. They have somebody public service with her in the restaurant.
I don't know. I need to know which one to go to. Because the interstate right there, the only one that close to this is going on.
Any other unit coming to McDonald's, check the one on Spring Street.
For a place that just had 5 people as hostages, it seems awfully calm. Business is proceeding as usual, and these officers have been sent into a state of confusion. That is until they come face to face with the girl behind this whole fiasco.
What's your name?
Unit 508 dispatch. Have you checked on the 48 that's supposed to be stage 4 on Jeffersonville?
Oh, no, keep messing with
You not calling 911?
If you've got a keen eye, you might have recognized what Tiara was wearing. Blue jeans and a black t-shirt. The exact description of the suspect the caller gave to 911. Tiara just did a brilliant job of giving herself away. At this point, officers are catching on and would only be a matter of time before they connect all the dots and take her down.
You know what Jacayla is?
Never walked here either.
Remember that Jacayla is the fake name the caller used to report the crime.
Y'all had no disturbances of any kind?
Except for an employee being mad.
An employee being mad?
Yeah, but
That happened. Or who was it?
all day long. I mean, all day long.
Was that where anybody like threatened anybody or got
After this back and forth of trying to figure out who called them in, officers check in with dispatch to find the exact device used to initiate the call. Considering how empty the establishment is, cops find their suspect almost immediately.
What? Y'all gonna get me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
Well, a lot of it, yeah.
So what you talking about?
Huh?
I just got here for an interview.
I know. How old are you?
18. I don't do no best like that. You know, child.
Who's your parent? You got...
I was 7 and you just got the phone with me.
Oh, that's sure. Who is that?
That's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law?
Yes. She just dropped me off.
Any other family?
Huh? It ain't me. Why would I call y'all to describe myself?
This is Tiara Everett, and what she doesn't realize is that her blatant lies won't be saving her anytime soon. Every phone and SIM card contains unique identifiers like an IMSI and an IMEI. This is what allows advertisers to make sure that the ads you receive are relevant to you and you alone. The best part about these identifiers is that law enforcement can now request this information from mobile providers and use it to track down suspects just like they did here. And knowing that police can access a serious amount of information in situations like this, any normal person would just admit to their crimes. Tiara, on the other hand, would do the exact opposite.
Anybody call 911? Would you know of anybody that would call 911?
I wasn't even paying attention. I'm thinking I know somebody right there on the phone. When you first came in Amazon, that man right there was on the phone talking to me. I don't know who you talking to. But I really wasn't paying attention to nobody because I was on TikTok the whole time.
Clearly, Tiara has no intention of complying, but luckily for them, there is one more thing that'll allow Tiara to be punished for what she's done. Cameras.
We're already, we're at 4:51.
Careful, what time did we get this call?
16:23.
Careful.
You said 16:23?
Yep, 16:20.
So you want me to go back to 1600? She's not there at 4 o'clock. And that's at 4 o'clock. And y'all come in at 4:23. So let's go to the next, let's go into the main entrance. She's not in the main entrance here.
Do you have to make reservations and come for the interview?
Mm-hmm.
So she was supposed to be here for the interview.
Mm-hmm. So that's front counter. That's the main entry. This is where she's been sitting all day. And we're at 4:10 now. So if y'all received it at 4:23, there might be a 5-minute gap, you think?
Mm-hmm.
There she's sitting now.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. That look like her. Somebody's sitting there.
And she just left.
Okay.
So let's see where she goes. And now she's back.
She said she went to the bathroom.
She ain't coming around.
To understand things a bit better, Tiara had told 911 that she was calling from the bathroom of the McDonald's, and when checking the footage at the time of the call, they see Tiara heading straight to the bathrooms. The officers now had concrete evidence, and Tiara just went from an innocent teenager to a convict.
You're gonna have to come with us, okay?
Come with y'all?
Yeah.
For what?
What's going on? Misusing 911 call, okay?
That's not me.
Come on.
So can I call her and tell her how to come?
Come on. I'll put this in your pocketbook, okay? Hop on down off the...
So y'all can take me for none that I didn't do?
Man, come on.
Take something I didn't do.
Stop twisting your wrist.
That's not too tight.
Bring your hand.
After being taken into custody, Tiara was charged with false report of a crime and unlawful conduct during a 911 call. The bad news is that Tiara is still smarter than a few teens out there, like these 4 girls who thought assaulting an officer would be a good idea. On October 31st, 2023, Lieutenant Kenny May from the Hot Springs Police Department saw 4 teens throwing trash on the streets. Thinking this would just be a simple discussion to a few kids, he stopped to confront them about it, but he severely underestimated how powerful a group of dumb kids can be.
I know I can! What is you talking about?
Listen to me. The next time I see you throw trash, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. Hey, you get out of my face. Thank you. 12, I need a couple of in the 200 block of park. I don't give a if you're a minor. Hey, tell her to come down to the police department and see me. My name's Lieutenant May. Hey, I don't care if you're mad. Tell her to come and see me. My name's Lieutenant May.
Swearing at cops and displaying aggressive behavior is the best way to get upgraded from civilian to a threat. One of the more subtle examples in this situation is the girl in the black jacket.
Hey, you get out of my face. Thank you. Hey, 12, I need a couple of in the 200 block of park. I don't give a you're a minor.
While the officer should have tried not to touch her here, it wasn't without any good reason. By repeatedly staying within arm's reach of the officer as he attempts to talk to someone else, she's just making the situation more chaotic and dangerous than it already was. And it just gets worse.
Yeah, Gladen Park.
Do not touch me. I'm calling my mom. Oh, you touch me.
I'm not. Do I look like I'm touching you?
Yes, you just push me to side.
I wasn't talking to you.
It don't matter.
Hey, call your mama so I can find out where you live. Call your mom so I can find out where you live. Call your mom. Call your mama so I can find. Hey, I don't care. I don't care.
I threw a can in your.
And then threw it at me. So that's a different story. Hey, call your mom.
Like, what are you doing?
Call your mom.
Yet again, this was a poor choice from this group of entitled teenagers, squaring up to an officer, walking away, throwing candy, and swearing at them constantly is something that will get you arrested, even if the crime is as small as throwing a trash can. These actions almost always cause the situation to escalate incredibly fast, just like you're about to see.
200 block. Go ahead and, if you need equipment, go ahead.
Mama!
If juveniles, the parents are on the way.
No, ain't nobody on the way because I don't.
No, I need to talk to him. I want to talk to him.
What?
For throwing this at a cop.
He didn't even touch
Okay,
it.
so yeah, throwing it at a cop.
I do it because what are you?
Hey, it's all on camera. Y'all are making a real. Hey, don't get out of my face. Get out of my face. Listen to me. Listen. Y'all chill out. You're gonna get. Hey. Listen. Hey, because you can't. Because you're impeding my investigation. That's why. That's why. Listen. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Step. Hey, listen. Y'all, back the off of me. Get the back. Get the fuck. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back.
No, you're doing too much. Stop touching me.
Even after crystal clear warnings from Lieutenant Kenny, the same girl in the black jacket thought the best way to resolve the situation is to fight the cop. And even after this brawl, the girls fully believe that they were the victims. What they don't realize is they just turned a simple conversation into a night in jail.
Got her? Yeah. I don't care. Get up. Get up. Get up. Man. The one that punched me is getting put in next. Bye. All right. Get up. No, you punched me in the face. You're not compliant.
You punched me first.
No, I didn't. I pushed you back. It's all on camera. You're good. We don't need you to do anything else except do what we tell you to do. No, we're not.
Can I get my win?
No, ma'am. Get your foot in so it doesn't get shut in the door, okay?
Okay.
However, in this entire situation, the officers have made one critical mistake.
Hey, where's your mom at? Hey, when you pull up, she on me too?
Oh, yeah, that
okay, then she can go too.
Because I pushed all of them into the wall.
The girl in the pink PJs is actually innocent, as she was not involved in the brawl at all. In fact, she wasn't even part of the group that Lieutenant Kenny approached in the first place.
Y'all, back the off of me. Back. Get the back.
The main culprits who got her caught up in this situation still think they've been wrongly arrested. Ultimately, the girls were taken to the Hot Springs Police Department and charged with second-degree battery. It's often difficult for the cops to gauge exactly how to approach each situation, as sometimes it can end up being totally innocent, just like in the supposed double homicide case of Elijah Matthew. On January 5th, 2023, heavily armed officers from Boone County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call. The call lasted more than 4 minutes and included a confession to a double homicide. As expected, the 17-year-old boy, Elijah Matthew, received various calls from a dispatch asking about the situation, and within 2 minutes, more than 4 officers arrived at his house. Elijah had 2 choices, either to step out with his hands in the air or wait inside until the officer broke down his door. Clearly, Elijah went with the wiser decision.
Is everyone inside okay? Okay, bring him out.
Do you need EMS started?
Do us a favor, turn around. Turn around. Turn around, you got me covered? Alright, just put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to cuff you right now. Do you have any weapons on you or anything sharp?
Nope. Yeah. He was. I was playing Rainbow Six Siege inside.
What'd you say when you were on the phone accidentally?
I can't remember. I don't remember the 4-minute phone call.
What's your name, bud? Okay, you can relax. Okay, so this was just an accident. You called 911. Did you say you killed 2 people or something like that?
Rainbow Six Siege. I had my headset on.
Okay, how old are you?
17.
You're 17. Do you have a driver's license or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a driver's license.
Elijah was completely compliant and did not show any resistance to the officer. Although we can visibly see him shake and hear his voice waver, he still manages to answer every question thrown at him. This is the perfect example of how to deal with a cop situation. As it turns out, Elijah was playing a video game called Rainbow Six Siege. As Elijah was talking with his friends, he stated he killed 2 people in the game before dying. Now, without context, this sounds like a horrific confession, but in the game itself, it's quite innocent. Elijah believed the call was made due to the emergency SOS iPhone feature when he sat down on his phone. This resulted in one of the most hilarious, unintentional pranks that officers have ever received.
Where's your parents at?
Work.
Okay.
No. You be calling?
No.
You calling parents?
Just hold on a second, okay?
Do you care if we just check and make sure everybody's okay, nobody's in the house?
I took my dogs away. I have 2 German Shepherds inside.
Hey, Sergeant, still on from the scene. You call on her to get those further information.
Doc, I'm going to go to call her real quick.
Yeah, can you call your mom for me?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Look, 85, I put the phone number in the notes for the caller for her.
No.
Thank you.
He said no, they're not friendly.
No. The girl is the boys. I thought I put them away.
Okay.
Mom. Yeah, there are 4 of them right here. I was playing the game. I had my headset on, and I butted out the police officer on accident. And I just, I was in the game. You know how I act when I'm in the game. And so 4 of them came here.
Do you want me to talk to your mom?
Yeah, you can.
You're not in any trouble, man.
All right.
If it's an accident...
Hey, is this Elijah's mom?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so what happened is, I guess he's saying that he was playing a video game, and in the process of accidentally calling 911, he said that he killed 2 people, but he was talking about on the game. So we thought that there was a double murder, so we showed up to your house with a bunch of us. That's why we're here talking to your son, okay? So there's nothing to be worried about, okay?
Yeah, I got a call.
Yeah, we're just we're just doing our due diligence here, trying to figure everything out and make sure that everybody's okay, because we have to do that when we get a 911 call. So
Right.
we just wanted to inform you. Are you nearby or no?
No, I'm in Highland Heights at work.
Okay, well, we would like to just check out the inside of the house, if that's okay, just to make sure that...
Did you put the dogs away?
Yeah, your son was telling us that the dogs need to be put up first, so I just wanted to talk to you before, so we can get your permission, okay?
Yep, that's totally fine.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Elijah informs the officers about his dog being unfriendly and even offers to call his mother. If Elijah had called the cops on purpose, it's doubtful he would have been so honest and accommodating. Since Elijah is still a minor, the officers were bound by law to get consent from his parents or a guardian, in this case, Elijah's mother. With her verbal consent, the officer began to search Elijah's house for up to 4 hours, and as the search concluded, Elijah was deemed innocent, and the entire incident was an honest mistake. This Karen just assaulted the police and blames it on them for being racist.
They so racist. That is so racist. Y'all is so racist.
Look at me as racist. During a routine patrol, police from Solon, Ohio noticed a red vehicle driving erratically and swerving through traffic. Behind the wheel was Darisha Mitchell, a woman operating the vehicle with a suspended driver's license and expired plates. As officers stop her, they realize the kind of madness they're in for.
You're driving. When you pulled that little stunt over there, how you cut everybody off and accelerate like a crazy person.
I wasn't.
Ma'am, there's traffic heavy here. There's no need for that. That's caused accidents. So I need your license.
What's the attitude, officer?
Because your driving's horrible. There's no need for it. You could have caused 2 or 3 accidents.
No, I was driving so I wouldn't cause no accident.
No, you were driving aggressively.
I was getting away from the traffic because
you know what?
They wasn't even going.
There's bumper-to-bumper traffic at 91 at this hour. You should not be driving that way. You were so lucky that you didn't cause an accident.
No, I wasn't doing 91, and then the lady wasn't even doing the speed limit that I was behind, so I went beside.
Do you know what the speed limit is right here?
It's not what she was doing.
What's the speed limit here? No, it's 25.
But she wasn't doing 25. She was doing at least like 15.
Well, she can do 15.
She can do 15, but
Yeah.
I can't do over.
You can't drive aggressively and you change lanes.
So she can do 16. Why is it? Because of her race?
She doesn't feel safe. That's not a violation. 15 and 25. It's just slow speed. No.
So you allowed to go slow in 25?
Well, that's your judge of how fast she's going. Did you have her on radar or something?
Well, she
or
was going extremely slow, sir.
Well, okay, that's fine, but you can't be aggressive like that, whipping out. You don't have the right of way to change the lane unless it's cleared. You can use any signal. Oh, you just cut it over. You just cut it over and get it. All right, I need your license. I need your insurance.
Immediately, Darisha's behavior seems strange or weird. She is unusually irritable and aggressive towards the officer over a simple traffic stop. Additionally, she tries to criticize another driver who was going below the speed limit in an attempt to justify her crimes.
So you said I didn't?
I just need your license and insurance, ma'am.
I'm allowed to ask questions.
I understand that, but I need your license. I need your license. You didn't do a signal. I need
use the signal,
no
sir. I did
license, insurance, please.
Either way it goes, it's always going to be racist.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you said. I can't hear you with the traffic right now. You got to speak up. Okay, that's a license. You don't have insurance?
I do have insurance. I don't have my insurance card with me.
Okay. Can you bring it up on your phone or no? I'll be back.
Often, these aggressive mannerisms can be caused if a person is under the influence. This does not necessarily have to be alcohol, though. Instead, some individuals face such symptoms after substances like marijuana, tobacco, and cocaine have been ingested. This would become painfully evident once the officers begin to investigate the situation.
Come out of the car for me, please. I need you to step out of the car. Your license is suspended.
I just made a payment. It's on Saturday.
Well, and we go by the computer, and the computer is suspended. Do you have any paperwork on you? So anyway, I need you to step out of the car. So please step out of the car. Step out of the car. Ma'am, step out of the car.
He walked up to the car.
Okay. Well, ma'am, but you have to follow his orders and step out, and we'll talk about it back in his vehicle, okay?
In his vehicle?
We're going to go back here because we don't want
You're not under arrest right now.
We're just going to come back
So
this
just
way.
come on out of the car. We got paperwork to do. All right, you don't have anything on you? No weapons, anything like that?
No.
Okay, we're going to put you in the back of the car.
In the back of my ear?
No, the police car. You have nothing on you?
Why? Just because I'm black don't mean I got weapons.
No. Ma'am, we ask everything.
It is important to remember this accusation of racism by Darisha, as this is what results in the horribly aggressive interaction that's coming up soon.
We're going to have you. You're not under arrest. Okay, we're just having you have a seat in the back of his car, okay? You said your driver's license, you're not aware it's suspended, or what's going on with that?
I have to have an SR22 for my license to be valid.
Okay.
And I paid it, but by it being a Saturday, it doesn't it's not gonna go through. I got paid yesterday.
Okay, did you pay it today or did you pay it yesterday?
I paid it today. And it's
You
not
paid it
gonna
today.
Be, it's
Do you have a
not gonna
receipt
show up.
that shows you paid it?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, you weren't on trying.
Medical marijuana card?
A miracle marijuana?
Medical marijuana card.
No, I don't.
Because your card doesn't know like marijuana.
Okay, but I haven't been smoking.
Okay.
I haven't
Smoke anything?
Have you had somebody else in your car that's been
I
smoking?
had someone else in my car, but I haven't been smoking.
Anywhere else in your plates expired?
My place is
License
expired.
plate's
I got
expired,
everything.
87.
Yeah, everything is in the mix of it. It's so much stuff going on. It's like I have the check in the light is on, so you have to.
So you have to pass that before you can get the
but
plates.
I have the appointment on Monday.
Okay.
To get it.
On Memorial Day?
Oh yeah, it is Memorial Day, isn't it?
See if you can find a receipt for that SR22, and we'll see what's going on. Okay. If there is marijuana in your vehicle, where would it be?
No marijuana in the vehicle at all.
Okay. Somebody was smoking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bud. That's what he smells. It's not no marijuana at all.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
because we smell it, we're still going to check to make sure there's nothing in the vehicle, okay?
Until now, Darisha has been lying through her teeth. Not only has she attempted to delay providing documents to the cops, but she seems to have a convenient excuse for her insurance details as well. However, as you'll see, this wouldn't be limited to paperwork alone.
So what's her story with the
She said the check engine's light's on, so she can't get an updated registration until she gets the check engine light fixed, and she's supposed to get that fixed next week. However, she told me Monday when I told her it was Memorial Day, she's like, oh. So I don't know if she actually is going to get that fixed, or she's just trying to hope.
Alright, so she's just BSing the whole time.
Yeah.
While you may think searching a vehicle without a warrant is a violation of the Fourth Amendment, there are exceptions to this scenario. Officers here have reasonable suspicion of the suspect consuming marijuana due to the smell coming off of her, allowing them to take consent from Darisha to search her vehicle. Playing devil's advocate here, smells are a very flimsy way of obtaining probable cause, and many officers abuse this method by lying about it to search the vehicle. The issue is, smells don't come through on BodyCam, so there's no way to prove the officers were ever lying here. However, it's doubtful this is the case here, as their serious attitudes are more easily attributed to how awkward Darisha has been so far and continues to be.
Okay, your license is showing suspended? Yes, I'm towing your car.
Huh?
There was a marijuana cigarette in the ashtray. Yeah, in the ashtray.
I'm talking about the pills that you guys are reading on. I'm not talking about the marijuana.
That gives us access to the whole car, ma'am.
Buds are gone.
No, there's in there. It's in there.
No, they're gone. There's not nothing in the ash.
You're under a non-compliance suspension? Ma'am, I'm just telling you what it says on the computer. If your license gets suspended for any reason, usually the state will require a fee payment.
Luckily, officers are still patient enough here to let Darisha off the hook relatively easy. What they don't know is that according to the suspect, this is about to become a case of racial profiling.
What's the problem? She don't want to talk to me. She wants to be on the phone, so I'm not going to stand her when she's on the phone.
Yeah, I just showed them their receipt and everything. They don't care about that. They so racist. I can't wait to.
All right, we're done here. We're done here, guys. Go. We're done here.
You're done.
We're done here. Stay away from the car.
This is my car.
Stay away from the car.
This is my car.
Stay away from the car.
Okay, I was getting.
Joe, get in your truck and go.
Why
In your truck and go.
me? That is so racist. Y'all is so racist.
Oh, everything's racist.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's the only excuse you got.
That is what
the fact that you don't have a driver's license, no insurance, expired tags.
I do have a driver's license.
It has nothing to do with anything. It's our fault, right?
And he didn't give me my insurance. Where's my driver's license at?
That's gonna be it to the court.
Oh no! Well, now you're taking my driver's license. Why would you take my driver's license?
Property of the state of Ohio.
I never in my life had to go through this with nobody
Property of the
else.
state of Ohio.
But why is it property of the state of Ohio?
Because it's
I never
suspended.
got my driver's license taken.
It's suspended.
But I never got them taken.
Okay,
ever,
that doesn't
even
mean-
if they was, but,
Just because other people don't want to do it the right way
but
doesn't
no,
mean we're
it's
not.
not the right way. Y'all just racist as fuck.
Okay, all right, we're out of here. You know what? We're done. She wants to pull that card. We're out of here. We're out of here. We're not going to entertain that childish behavior.
Due to this interaction, officers attempt to leave the scene as their job is done. However, Darisha is about to make things go from 0 to 100 in mere seconds.
Ma'am, what are you doing? You're not getting in the car. You're not getting in the car. Get away from the car. Don't tell me. Get away from the car. Get away from the car.
Like I said, shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you should do
No,
something.
I'm not going to.
Do something.
Get away from the
Do
car.
something.
Get away from the car.
Do
Get away from the car.
Do something. Do something.
Get away from the
Do
car.
something. No, I am about to record them, and I'm showing them in court. You're racist, and he.
You're already on the. You're on video too. So go and step aside.
Racist.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. Let's get out.
You have to step away from the vehicle.
Out of the road.
Get out of the roadway.
Hey! Stop! Stop!
me. Why you touching me? You didn't do anything. See, I'm not doing anything.
Standing in the street.
I'm not. Why did I touch
Police officer move his car after he get out of the road.
I'm not doing anything.
Away from the car.
I'm not doing anything.
Obstruction and assault on a police officer.
I didn't touch nobody.
You punched me in the face.
Darisha did indeed swing at the officer. What Darisha didn't realize in this situation was that the cops weren't the ones who were racist. If anything, it was her.
Can you get off of me? Can you just get off of me? Why are you doing this to me? This is
No.
You're
going to jail.
He grabbed me. Yep. For a reason. This is so racist.
Punching me is racist.
Racial profiling can become a massive issue not only for officers but entire police departments, especially in recent years because of how fast these kinds of cases gain traction. Seeing the cops were white, Darisha attempted to make full use of this fact to weasel her way out of the situation.
Dude, you good?
Step away from the car, guys.
I know. She could have went. She could have left.
Fortunately, though, this backfired horribly for her, and she was indicted for 2 charges: resisting arrest, a first-degree misdemeanor, and assault on a peace officer, a 4th-degree felony. Sadly, people much worse than Darisha exist out there, like this lunatic woman who's about to get arrested after harassing a Muslim family.
Hi, I'm at Walgreens. They're Muslims. They're here in our country.
Right.
In our country.
Battery, spitting, and verbally abusing people, things are pretty hectic. So let's take a step back and find out what really happened. Nala Abaid, an Egyptian American, visited Walgreens with her husband and friend on April 1st, 2021. During this time, COVID was still wreaking havoc, which meant masks and other safety regulations were in full force. As Nala was shopping, a woman walked into the store maskless, which prompted employees to ask her to put on a mask. This simple request triggered one of the biggest racist meltdowns ever caught on camera, and luckily we were able to recover the footage from Nala's Facebook.
You are you probably Muslims.
Oh my God. Yes.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm taping you. I'm taping you.
Kiss my ass. Oh, I love your garb. You look like a
Yeah. Oh, look at that, son. That's a good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Keep going. Keep going. Excuse me, keep your distance.
Pull that up. Pull that up, honey.
This is the suspect in question, and her name is Lubisa Bozanic. In a fit of insanity, she has managed to attack 2 ethnic groups, Muslims and African Americans, in one sentence. What makes matters worse is that she is the one calling 911, a clear indicator that Lubisa is suffering from a victim complex. But if anything, it's going to get much worse from here on out.
Ugly women. Hi, I'm at Walgreens. These guys are calling me here. They're Muslims. They're here in our country. In our country.
We're here in this country.
Get that out of my face.
And that's a battery charge.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking get you on the floor.
Listen, this
Move
guy
back.
is threatening me.
Move
This
back.
guy is threatening
Lady,
me.
move back.
Will you please Walgreens?
Move back.
On 17th Street
I'm
Causeway.
telling you right now, move back.
No,
Step back, man.
you threaten me.
Step back.
You threaten me.
You need to
She's
step
filming
back.
me. She's
You
filming
touched
me.
me.
I'm
gonna
calling
bang you,
back. And he's calling me and he says he's gonna throw me on the ground.
I didn't
He
say
said
that.
he said that he's gonna throw me on the ground.
I'm
What's the address
taping
here?
you. I'm
What's the address
taping you.
here?
Sounds good.
No, I'm waiting for the police.
She's
No.
First of all, you need a mask.
I have a mask.
Then put it on.
No.
No.
Give them. This is the police.
No, I don't
Give
care.
them the
I
address.
don't give a damn who it is. You need a
Did you
mask
hear
to
that?
be in this
Did you hear that?
establishment.
Did you hear that?
You
She
need
doesn't
a
care.
mask.
She doesn't care that you're the police. She doesn't care.
You need a mask to
When
be
you
in.
come to Walgreens on 17th
You can meet them outside.
Listen.
You can meet them outside.
I have a mask. I'm
That's
putting it
all
on.
I'm asking you to do is
That's
put it
all.
on.
She's talking to me.
I don't care.
The
You need to
police.
put your mask on.
I will, ma'am.
You need to put your mask
What a
on.
bunch of idiots here.
You need to put your mask on. That's
I
it.
am having. There's a
That's it.
man threatening to hurt me.
Nobody threatened you.
Get out of my face, honey. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my
Back,
face.
lady.
Want me to spit on you again?
Judging by her confidence, this probably isn't the first time Lubisa has racially profiled someone like this. She seems so comfortable making these statements and brazenly admits on video that she spat on Nala.
You need a mask, ma'am.
Want me to spit on you, ugly?
I swear to you, if you do that again, I'm
fucking hit you.
Ugly.
Where to? I'm gonna hit you.
Why do you wear clothes like that? Why do
This
you have
racist
clothes
white
like
trash
that?
whore.
Ma'am, look, he's calling me a whore.
Yes, I am. You're just spitting at people. You're dumb bitch.
After you called me
Illegal.
No. You can get in trouble. Could you please come? Could you please come? Will you give him the address? No. They're not giving you anything. Can you believe it? This is Walgreens on 17th Street by the bridge. You don't come by the bridge. And there's Muslims here that are Muslims.
We're as scary as the you just
Yeah.
called these people.
Yeah. Well,
They're
you
just as
called me
scary
a
right?
and a whore. You f***ing idiot. God, you're ugly. No wonder people hate you.
According to Lubica, Muslims are the very root cause of every single problem on the planet. This broken way of thinking can only be explained for two reasons. She's either not right in the mind, or she has been fed ideologies similar to this for some time. Such extreme cases of racism like this are rarely caught on camera. Even rarer, however, is the assaulter begging for forgiveness from the people they just spat on.
Why? And you probably put yourself in the position to make them do that.
That's a typical man. Typical man to say that.
Ma'am, no weapons on you or anything like that?
No, here.
No, that's okay. Stand up for me, please.
No.
I just make sure you have any weapons on you.
Look, I don't even have
I don't know.
pockets.
Turn around. I don't want to touch
I
you.
don't need a pocket.
Okay. Under arrest for battery.
I didn't do any battery.
No, when you spit on people, that's battery.
No, I did not. Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. Guess what? You verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you?
No.
You're under arrest for battery. No, yep, definitely doing
That
that.
hurts.
Yeah, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Can
Let's
I
go.
take my purse?
Absolutely. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go.
please don't. No,
Oh, no,
don't
you're
hurt
definitely
me,
going
though.
to jail. Let's go. Walk.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Ticketing.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Well, I'll get a good attorney.
God bless you.
Yep. God bless me. God, because I'm a Christian.
Christians don't talk like you.
No, but you know what?
No.
I just went through. Can I put that in my purse, please?
I need to
Will you
collect
put-
your property. You are a prisoner now. I need to collect your
I've
belongings.
never been a prisoner.
Well, you are tonight.
Please
No,
don't.
you're going to jail.
Please don't.
Open your hand. What is this?
Officer, please.
The hypocrisy Lubica displays here is unimaginable. Before the officers arrived, she fully believed that she was about to be attacked by the employees and Nala. But the moment she was put in cuffs, it's almost as if the realization of her situation kicked in. Her being on the verge of crying, begging officers to not arrest her, and using any tactic possible to get out of the arrest is pitiful, but well-deserved. At this point, the most likely outcome is spending the night in jail, getting charged for battery, and paying Nala for the damages that Lubica caused. However, things took an unexpected turn when the victims decided to confront her.
Officer, please help me.
They said it is our prosecution?
No, 2 seconds ago.
They said no now? Because they told me yes.
They told me no just now.
Confirm for me
Please
or...
don't do this. Please. I didn't do anything.
How about you just stand there and stop talking? How about we do that? How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting. None. Just stop talking.
This officer saw me last night. I've been having a lot happening in my life. You really think that's going to happen?
With a simple
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For every
But you, can you apologize too? I apologize. I'm not a racist. I have friends that are Muslim. Okay? I have friends that are Muslim. Oh, that hurts. You're hurting my hand.
Well, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Well, I've never had handcuffs.
So that's a no. Okay, so
Except when I
those
was-
same Muslims that you were talking shit to just decided your fate and they elected to not
Thank
prosecute.
you. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless them. Because if it was up to me, you'd be going to jail. But they decided, as the victim, that you were not going to jail.
Oh,
I suggest you watch your mouth because the particular... Shut up. Listen. The particular group that you decide to mouth off to were professional and were nice. Some people might kick you in your face and then we're going to come pick up the pieces. So I suggest you watch your mouth.
Look what you did to my hand.
You should be going to jail. Get your stuff and leave.
What do I do with this?
What do you do with what?
Oh, that hurts.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I've never had this happen to me
Then keep
before.
your mouth shut and you won't have it happen again. Literally keep your mouth shut because you spit on somebody.
Listen, you don't know what he did to me.
You don't
before.
have the right to ask me how to talk to you when you're disrespecting people.
He disrespected me first.
Literally spitting on people. Gather your belongings, count your blessings, and leave.
Listen, I'm a
Bye.
Christian.
Yeah. Well, you need to look
And
that
I-
up.
And I go to Calvary Chapel.
You need to.
All right.
That's concerning. Yeah, very concerning.
Yeah, we'll talk to Pastor Doug.
I will, actually. I will talk to Pastor Doug and let him know how you feel about different religions.
Sunday for the church.
Okay, for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
11 a.m.
All right. Good night.
All right, good night. Thank God for President Trump.
The cop arresting her explains perfectly what everyone in this situation feels. Eventually, Nala wanted to represent to the world that her religion wasn't what this racist Karen made it out to be, so she decided to drop all charges on Lubitsa and instead hopes she learned a lesson and now knows better than to attack any ethnicity. Obviously, though, most arrests don't end as calmly as this one.
I feel like I'm being harassed, just harassing black people.
Fine.
I'm not a physically
Okay, I know that. That's
I'm a good guy. Hey, pork fried rice face. Midget, why your eyes so shut?
It's important to note that not everyone that meets the description of a Karen is female, as well-known reality star Raymond Benzino Scott demonstrated perfectly. On June 22nd, 2019, 2 officers from the Brookhaven Police Department noticed a vehicle blocking traffic. As they attempted to approach it, it drove off into an apartment complex where Raymond lived. Officers were now incredibly suspicious of the driver and decided to run its plates. That's when they realized Raymond had a warrant out for his arrest.
Hold on, sir. Can we explain to her what's going on?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Well, okay, as soon as I pulled up right here to drop my son off, he just runs my tag and he says I was blocking the street.
Yeah, we're allowed to run your tag.
No, but I'm saying, what did I do wrong to run my tag?
So, by law, we can run your tag no matter what. Okay, tag?
Oh, okay, all right.
And I'll explain it to you, okay? I don't know if you did, okay?
No problem.
So,
I didn't know that I could just be harassed for any old reason.
Okay, and let me explain it to you, okay? Tags are public record, so we can run them.
I pulled over right over there.
Can I explain something to you? Where were you parked?
I didn't park. I pulled over to drop my son off. I live right here.
Okay, where did you pull over?
I pulled over right here.
Okay, now listen.
Space.
No matter what, if we run your tag, it has a wanted hit on you. Now listen to me. What we do, it's not out of us. We're just law enforcement, okay?
But I didn't
listen
do
to
anything.
me. Listen to me. I'm not raising my voice.
I'm not okay.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Did you get a ticket back in the day with Brookhaven? Did you get a ticket with us and you didn't go to court or pay it?
Tell me, sir, what kind of ticket, please?
They only say ticket. I don't know what ticket it was.
I don't know.
Now this is what we do, okay? We confirm it. Sometimes, if it's in the system and it's old, they'll just cancel it. They're like, no, it's not good no more.
Okay.
So listen, he's gonna confirm it, okay?
I live here and it's like I'm getting harassed. Like, would
We're
y'all
not
pull a white
harassing
person
you,
over
okay?
like that? Oh,
it does not matter your color.
Raymond doesn't need to admit, but he's acting like this because he knows he messed up. His erratic body movement, failure to maintain eye contact, and use of excuses like racism are all dead giveaways of how nervous and defensive he really is. The aggressiveness he is displaying is only a mechanism to try and take control of the mess he's found himself in. This would only worsen as the second officer, Tyson Nguyen, joins in.
Because we're law enforcement. By law.
I'm just asking her a reason, sir. I'm just asking a question.
It's
okay,
public
so just
record.
say you keep asking the same question that we answered for 10
Your
times.
tag is not a secret, okay? We just run it.
But
that's public record, okay?
And I would give you further for a reason that you were stopping.
That's not a reason, okay? That's not a good enough reason.
Like she said, by law, we don't need a reason.
She already said that. She already said
all right,
that.
you established that, okay?
Yes, she
so
said
it's
that.
not harassment, but then...
If I feel it is, it is.
Okay,
if I feel it is,
it's perception.
Okay. Yes.
It's perception.
Well, that's my perception of being
So let me
harassed
tell you
because I
something.
live there. This ain't fair, man.
Regardless of whether he feels harassed or not, it doesn't change the fact that Raymond is a criminal.
So now we go back to you have a warrant. Why is it not fair when you had a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear for a traffic ticket, and you keep going off another subject that well, we go back to you have a warrant. How's it harassing when you have a warrant? Explain that to me.
I feel like I'm being harassed.
Well, you're not.
Okay. Well, I feel like I am.
That's
I have
fine if
that
you
right.
feel that way,
Okay,
but
I
I'm
have
telling
that
you you're
right.
not. You have
Well,
a
I have
warrant
that right.
out.
I have that right to feel like I'm being harassed.
It's all.
It's okay. I'm gonna take down your thing. I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine.
No, this ain't no
Okay,
traffic.
that's fine.
This is petty. This is petty. I paid my taxes. I do things. You come over here harassing me because you said I was parked over there. You know what I'm saying? I want all your numbers. I want everything. I want everything. I'm filing a complaint.
That's fine. It's your right. It is your right.
Because of Raymond's ignorance, he'd land precisely where he deserves to be.
I need to know why. That's already, I established
Do you
that, ma'am.
understand
Yes,
that?
officer.
Okay.
But the fact that with him pulling up and I'm harassing me for no reason, we need to find
You have a
why
warrant
was
out
that?
for your
He didn't know
arrest.
that. He didn't know
did.
that.
when he runs your tag.
No, okay, but I need to know why he was behind me.
Okay.
What was the protocol of him pulling me over?
So
that's harassment.
We extend the courtesy, otherwise you'll be in handcuffs right now because you have no warrants. But the reason is you're not in handcuffs because you are not combative. You are argumentative, but you're not combative, so it's good.
He's right. We typically detain you until we confirm, okay? You've been cool. You're not physically combative. We are arguing. That's fine.
Okay, I know that. That's
I'm a good guy. Just harassing black people. That's all y'all are doing. It's all right.
That has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it does have.
No, it doesn't.
Because he would have did that to a white person.
You have a warrant.
Or an Asian person. The only reason he pulled me over because I'm black. Period. It's not fair.
The thing is, you have a warrant. That's what we're looking at. I don't know why you bring anything with race and things into it.
We run these all the time.
You guys don't pull over no white people?
Well, I didn't even know what your race was when I behind your car, sir.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
And we'll show you all the paperwork.
I ain't gonna say shit to you.
What are these bills right here, sir?
Find out yourself. All right? How about that? All right?
While Raymond says he's getting arrested for being black, he would end up doing exactly the same thing he just condemned once placed in the back of the cruiser.
Okay, come over here, sir. Okay.
Arrest me for that too. What did I do to you? You too. You too. Fucking racist bastard. I didn't do nothing.
Okay, can you put your foot
in? You.
Sir.
You.
Can you put your foot in?
You bastard. You chink bastard. You. First of all, put the AC on. Put the AC on.
The AC is on, sir.
Okay. You better be right, you cocksucker.
Here you can see his Travis win. Can you email me the copy of the warrant? What's the ticket for? On the hit doesn't say it, and he wants to know.
Knowingly operating or allowing another to operate a vehicle.
Be respectful so she can fight it for you.
You son of a son, you motherfucker. I'm gonna sue you, cock at you, bastard. I'm gonna sue you. Oh, you f***ed up, bitch.
This might seem bad, but things quickly turn into a total meltdown.
Stop, sleep. Hey, Jackie Chan.
What's up,
Jackie Chan? You bitch. You punk. You bastard. You bastard. You stupid. Bastard.
Okay.
Bastard. Stupid. Bastard. Hey, face. Talk. Hey, pork fried rice face. I'm talking. 5'2", short piece of shit.
Officer Tyson has displayed the standard of an ideal cop. Even through a barrage of insults, he kept calm and followed protocol. There really is no better way to handle someone like Raymond. However, Officer Tyson's professionalism would prove to break Raymond instead of fixing him.
Did your mother make pork fried rice for you? Hey, you slanty shit. Is your mother short like you? Does she like dick in her fucking shit mouth? Fucking Chinese bitch. Your mother's fucking bitch. Your mother's.
Raymond was booked in the DeKalb County Jail and released 5 hours later. He was also given a misdemeanor charge of failure to appear at a court date.
He wants to give me some pork fried rice in the cookie. See, you're just disrespectful. You're just a disrespectful little. I would love to punch you.
At the end of the day, Officer Tyson was faced with one of the most volatile and racist suspects possible, but what happens when the roles are reversed?
No drugs or alcohol today? No marijuana either? You're not using any drugs at all? Okay, I'm a drug recognition officer.
On the 30th of January 2023, Torian Mitchell was delivering a DoorDash order when he was pulled over by Zeeland police officer. Torian was pulled over for allegedly speeding up to 120 miles an hour. Apparently, the officer had been chasing Torian, however, Torian did not see the car. So, from the very get-go, the officer starts to assume the worst and develops a rather obvious bias.
Hey man, stick your hands out the window. Are you by yourself? Do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
I've been chasing you all the way back there. You're doing 120 when you pass State Street.
I didn't realize it.
All right, is the car in park?
Yes, it's
all right, go ahead and step out for me, please. All right, just go ahead and put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right, go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. Anything in the car you're not supposed to have?
Nope.
Man, why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer. I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
All right, is this your driver's license in here?
It's in my wallet.
Okay, what's in this pocket here?
I don't keep going there. I don't know.
All right, is that if I take it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing sharp that's going to poke me?
I don't know.
What's that?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, door dash. Got it.
You using an inhaler for something?
Yeah,
You know why all these other officers are standing here?
Why?
He's going to stop back there.
Oh, I didn't even see lights behind me.
What do you use Visine for?
I wake up I go to work at 4:30 in the morning and my eyes are red as hell sometimes. I honestly didn't see you when it stopped.
Is your license valid?
Yep.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
No drugs or alcohol today? No marijuana either?
Hello?
I don't do none of that.
The officer repeatedly asks if Torian has abused any sort of drug, even though he consistently denies any narcotic consumption. He even questions his inhaler and eye drops. Though these questions seem standard, as time passes it becomes more apparent that they are more accusatory than anything else.
Alright, go ahead and turn around and face me just for a second. I just want to look at your eyes real quick. Just feet together, hands down by your sides, look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. You're not using any drugs at all?
Man.
Why are your pupils so pinpoint?
I'm nervous. I got pulled over.
Well, that doesn't change your pupils. I mean, they're like super, super small. Can you see those off your car?
I'm not on anything. I'll take a test or whatever.
Okay. You don't take any prescription medication for anything? You're a pretty healthy guy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Are you a diabetic or have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You're not a diabetic, though?
No.
Okay. All right. Because the only thing that makes your pupils pinpoint like that are narcotics.
Okay, well...
Okay, like a narcotic analgesic will do that? You're not using any heroin or opium or anything?
No, I'm literally door dashing. I've been door dashing since...
Well, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you're door dashing at 120.
Yeah.
Okay? You had to see me with license sirens behind me. You didn't see me with license sirens behind you?
No, I didn't see you. I honestly didn't see you.
Okay.
And you know what? I just chugged the Red Bull, too. So
that doesn't have anything to do with your pupils.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not on anything.
All right, can you see the tip of my finger okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever it goes, just follow with your eyes. Don't move your head. You understand? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right, because you're having a really hard time tracking it, okay?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
All right, there's nothing to do. That doesn't change your eyes at all, okay? All right, here we go. Your eyes are jumping all over the place. Why is that?
Could we take a test or something? I don't have nothing to hide.
Is there anything in your car you're not supposed to have?
Search my car.
Okay. All right, these officers are going to do that real quick while I finish doing these tests, okay?
I'm like really, really nervous.
That's right. Just look at my finger. Okay, I'm a drug recognition officer. Okay? There's not a doubt in my mind that what's going on here.
Okay, well let's do a test or something. I'm not on anything. I'm nervous. Like I'm in Zeeland, Michigan. I'm a black man. I'm scared as hell right now.
That shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You live in Holland, don't you? So you come through Zeeland all the time, probably.
Probably not no more.
You got 3 officers standing here. We're all wearing cameras. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Test me. I'm not on anything.
Okay.
There are several things wrong here. Firstly, the officer is outright insensitive to Torian's situation. He completely fails to recognize the severity of the situation and its impact on Torian. With how normalized racism against the black community was at one point, Torian's fear and anxiety are entirely understandable here. Secondly, the officer's understanding of the field sobriety test seems quite flawed. The problem with FSTs is that they are inconsistent, and even a completely sober person can fail them.
All right, so the next test we're going to do, same thing, feet together. What you're going to do is you're going to tilt your head back, you're going to close your eyes, and you're going to say your alphabet E through P. So you're going to start at E as in Edward, and you're going to stop at P as in Paul.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
What's the highest level of education that you have?
High school.
You're going to start at number 68. You're going to count backwards by 1 and stop at 53. So all you're doing is simply counting down from 68 to 53.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
What's that?
Not on anything.
Okay, all right. That's why I just want to run you through these tests, okay? Because your pupils are really small, and that's...
I get nervous. I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous as hell.
Okay, and I'm not, again, trying to be respectful, but nervousness doesn't change your pupil size.
Torian's dilated pupils prove nothing because benign nervousness or anxiety can cause an adrenaline rush, which can dilate the pupils and also affect motor skills, all of which were pointed out by the officer. While this is negligence on the officer's part, the tests continue.
Next thing, you can use either hand that you want, okay? You're going to touch the tip of your finger to the end of your fingers, and they're going to count just like this, okay? Watch, I'll show you how to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to do that twice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One more eye test, okay?
I'm convinced you don't believe I'm not on anything.
No, you're good.
Test or something, you could.
And you said you don't take any prescription medication for anything?
The only thing I don't get is sleep. I work at Hayward, get off of Hayward from that DoorDash, and it was about 11:30 at night.
It's incredibly apparent that Torian is, in fact, not under the influence. Luckily, the officer understands this too and is about to let him go. But there is something he says that stands out.
Okay. Do you feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
Look, there's no reason to be humiliated. You understand why I stopped you, though, right?
I understand it.
If you're doing 120 miles an hour, then you don't pull over the police, you're obviously going to get...
I didn't realize
That's why we're saying you're talking, right?
I didn't realize it, and I didn't see you, and I own up to that.
Okay.
I see you.
Got it.
I take a piss really bad.
It's okay. The cold's not helping.
Yeah,
but,
it's not helping.
Well, yeah. I had you on radar at 117 and then 120 when you actually passed me.
Doing 120 seems highly unlikely because of several factors. Firstly, these aren't highway roads. They're in plain, small-town roads that have degraded quite a lot and have cracks all over them. Secondly, it's snowing quite a bit, which makes these worn-out roads even more dangerous to drive on. If he really were driving at 120 miles per hour, he could have been involved in a fatal crash by now. Regardless, Torian received a speeding ticket and things ended on a rather decent note.
And I appreciate you standing out here doing these tests. I know it's cold, okay, but do you understand why we're doing them?
I understand.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what, go ahead and have a seat in your car so you can get warm. I'm going to write you a speeding ticket and you're going to be on your way.
Do you have a business card too?
Yes, you bet.
I know I'm wrong, but...
No, you bet. I'll give you one.
I have a whole family of law, and
A whole family of what?
I have a whole family of law, so I know...
Oh, okay.
So can you give me all of your badge numbers?
You bet. Yep, you'll get a... Yeah, I'll get your card from everybody.
You're a narcotics... You said you're a narcotics detection?
Yeah, yep, drug detection, yep.
So just all badge numbers and
You bet.
names, right?
You bet.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
All good?
Yeah. He wants, you have a business card. He wants everybody's card. Oh, you call me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Yes, sir.
That's my boyfriend that you just pulled over.
Okay.
I can honestly tell you didn't catch him clocking going 117.
Okay.
I'm recording this, by the way.
That's fine. I am too.
Okay, that's fine. I can honestly tell you that he wasn't going 117 because he's very scared of driving.
Okay.
So I know for a fact he wasn't going that fast.
Okay. And he'll have
if you could prove
Yep,
that.
he'll have the right. He can go to court and appeal it, and I'll go over all that with him. But
Okay.
I'm going to give him our business cards that he asked for,
Can I
and
get
then
one too?
What's that?
Can I get one too?
She just left. She just gave me one, but we will give you one.
Yeah. Can I get one of
You
yours?
bet. You bet. Do you have another card for his friend? Okay. All right, I'll get you one out of my card in a minute.
Answer. The officer.
Wait, hang on one second. Okay. This is the female deputy that was here.
Okay.
She's from the sheriff's department. That's her card.
Okay.
This is
her badge number on here.
What's that?
Is her badge number?
I'm not sure. I
Can we
can look at it
pencil
real
in
quick.
his badge? Can we pencil in her badge number?
I don't know her badge number. You can call the sheriff's department and they would give that to you. Okay. My name and my badge number is right here. So all right. I still got to go back and talk to your buddy over there and give him. He wanted my card too.
So my question for you is, so this dash cam footage, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I mean, I didn't realize I was going that fast. If I was going that fast, do we have footage of me going that and with a clock, something that, can we prove this?
It won't show on the radar because the camera comes out the front window. It'll show you smoking past the other cars and me trying to catch up to you.
Oh, so we can see this.
Yes, you'd be able to see that part on the dash cam for sure, and then anything that we have recorded right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this going so we can get you out of here. Okay. Sir, I'm Officer Boyer, like I was saying, and then my badge number's on there and all of our contact information.
Okay.
So let me get his paperwork going so we can get you guys out of here. Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Do you have a reason doing a sobriety test and all that too? Did we put this in? Do we have notes of that too?
Of what?
Of doing a sobriety test and all of that.
Yeah. It's still running.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing will be.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You're welcome. All right. Take care. Yep. Good night, sir.
Overall, Torian handled the situation brilliantly, even took the officer's badge numbers. This is a practice everyone should be aware of, as it makes legal procedures much more manageable in the case someone is wrongly convicted of a crime. Additionally, the officer's body cam has now captured a witness giving testimony that he does not think Torian was going 117 miles an hour. If he decides to take this to court, this could be crucial in cutting him loose for good.
She's beat the shit out of me. She's pulled my shirt. This is going on in the last few days. Okay. And this is like the third phone call.
This is the moment that police found evidence that a woman had broke into her boyfriend's house to bite and spit on it. But this is just one of the times that abusive girlfriends realize they messed up. Like this woman whose own son acted as a witness against her in a fake domestic abuse case.
You're talking to a child?
Yeah, I am.
Or this toxic girlfriend who choked her boyfriend to try and kill him.
Bobby, stop running. I don't care.
But first, let's talk about this boyfriend whose girlfriend broke into his house to bite and scratch him. The date is September 26, 2023, and officers from the Des Moines Police Department are on their way to the scene of a 911 call regarding suspect Bobby Elliott. Bobby's boyfriend reported that despite a no-contact order, Bobby had forced herself into his house and had bitten him multiple times. Once officers arrived, this is what they saw.
Out of me. She's pulled my shirt. This is going on in the last few days. Okay. And this is like the third phone call, third time I called the police. This is her. That's her. She came in my backyard. And I'll show you.
What's her name?
Bobby Elliott.
Bobby Elliott. All right, you hang out here. My partner's going to show up. You can talk to him. And she's still back there?
She's not in my backyard. She ran off.
She ran off. I'm going to go look real quick. You just stay here, okay?
Officers saw Bobby running away from the scene and started chasing her. Focus on Bobby's body language and speech when officers try to restrain her. This is going to be important later in this case.
I don't care.
I'm sorry. Please
Stand up. Bobby?
Shoot me, please.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back.
Shoot me.
349.
Shoot me.
Bobby's body language and suicidal statements at the start of the arrest are a clear indication that there is something wrong with her mental state. According to police reports, Bobby has a history of mental illness, and as the case progresses, you're going to see just how bad things have gotten.
Break that. You're going to get charged with it.
Once Bobby had been restrained, officers went over to her boyfriend to examine any alleged bite and scratch marks. As you can probably guess, he had quite a few.
Yeah, because that's still red, so...
This one, that's from the other day. Okay. That's from the other day. But she just, tried to rip my shirt off. And I swear to God, on all my kids, still her saliva on. It's all her.
I believe you. I mean, this one looks different than that. So.
Yeah.
Officers would later learn that biting wasn't the only thing Bobby had been doing. Her boyfriend had recorded Bobby breaking into his home and even spitting on him at one point.
This is a video of her spitting on me, I think.
Stop. Just leave my home alone. No, the fence is weak. Come on, just go.
No, I want to charge you.
Now go.
This is all over a phone show.
Stop. You're distracted.
Look, spit on me right there.
Yeah.
By now, officers had more than enough to arrest Bobby. Realizing what was going to happen, Bobby decided to play the victim card and started claiming that her boyfriend had hit her first, trying to find the alleged redness on Bobby's face where she claimed she had been hit.
He did hit me, and he needs to go to jail. I'm not going to be the only one going to jail for anything. He hit me.
I can't see it with you sitting inside there.
Do you not see my face? It's probably not going to be swollen until tomorrow.
Where at?
Right, my cheek, man. It hurts. Do you see it?
I can't see.
So I can't. So how did
bruising or anything?
How did he punch you?
Swelling, it'll come out.
How did he punch you?
Whole face, not even like that.
Notice how Bobby shows the officers her cheeks in case she forgets which cheek she was lying about. Bobby even managed to get out of her cuffs at one point.
By the way, your fucking cuff's too damn loose.
Oh, my cuffs.
Yeah, your cuff is too loose.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Really? You're fine.
You're fine, but it wasn't me. Oh yeah, laugh as fuck.
So far, Bobby had been giving the officers a hard time, but absolutely nothing could have prepared them for what she was about to do next.
Hey, what are you doing?
Can you stop?
How's that working?
Not very good. She's still breathing.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
In the female.
Because you guys don't f***ing care.
Are there seatbelts in the female compartment?
You guys
Still
don't
look.
care.
Bobby clearly has mental issues, but if you look closely, you'll realize that she starts acting worse whenever the officers are around. Bobby wants to avoid jail at all costs, and she's trying to convince the officers to send her to a mental health ward. This becomes apparent when Bobby starts getting aggressive when officers tell her she's going to jail no matter what.
I'm not going to jail, I'm going to Sam's!
Okay, well, you can keep saying that all you want, but what if we tie her up with the C-box? I don't know.
Haha, it's a joke. It's a joke. So I rip a goddamn blanket out of jail and hang. Yeah, it's funny.
Well, we'll make sure we let them know that you're suicidal.
I don't care. I'm going to Sam's. You guys are violating my rights. I have PPD. I am mentally ill. If that is the case, I have to go to Sam's. You guys don't care.
Officers tried transporting Bobby to jail, but she started resisting again and had to be tied up to stop her from kicking at the officers.
I want to see the ambulance. I want to go to the hospital. Y'all just my head up.
You're going to the jail.
Okay, but I want to go to the hospital. You my head up, bro.
We'll look at you at the jail.
I don't care. You guys are
This is ridiculous.
You guys are crazy.
With no more tricks left up her sleeve, Bobby decided to make as many disgusting allegations against her boyfriend as possible.
He was gonna kill my kids because she's a liar. He said, I'm gonna kill your kids. You lied on me. And that's why I snapped him. Yeah. Because why are you gonna try to kill my kids? Sure. Who stays at his house?
In the end, Bobby was charged with criminal mischief, interference with official acts, domestic abuse, possession of a controlled substance, assault on peace officers, and violation of a no-contact order. The only silver lining in this situation is that despite her aggressive behavior and toxic personality, Bobby didn't involve her children in the altercation. This next suspect, however, did exactly that.
To get home, and then...
No, go back inside real quick. We're talking to everybody separately.
You're talking to a child?
Yeah, I am.
It's late at night in May, and officers from the Riverside County Police Department are on their way to an active domestic violence call. A couple had reportedly been arguing outside their house, and at one point the situation had even progressed to a physical altercation. Upon arrival, officers observed a woman who claimed her boyfriend had hit her, and she wanted to press charges. This is how the investigation went.
I came up here, we started arguing, he had hit me. And I told him, I said, it's the last time you're gonna hit me. And I'm just done with it. He needs to get the out of here.
Where did he hit you at?
Right here.
Like closed hand, open hand?
He hit me, he just hit me, and I fell right there.
Did you hit him first?
No, I hadn't put my hands on him.
During an active domestic violence case, the officer's job is to determine who the primary aggressor is and who is acting in self-defense. The woman claimed that her boyfriend was the aggressor and his assault had left physical marks on her face. To verify if this was actually what happened, the officer decided to conduct a visual examination.
Will you fill a statement out for us? Let me see your face again.
It was right here. He didn't hit me, but he hit me.
Yeah. Have you guys been drinking tonight?
No, I haven't drank anything.
Has he been drinking?
He's been drinking.
According to the police report, the officer did notice some redness on the woman's chin. However, it was unclear if this redness was the result of being hit or the woman just rubbing her chin herself. You can see why the officers were skeptical of the woman's story. Just notice how she keeps changing her statement over and over again.
He was trying to start a fight between somebody else, and I'm not getting in a fight, so I took his phone, and then, he gave me his phone, and then I took it, and then he hit me. He hit me.
How did he hit you?
After getting almost no real information from the woman, the officers decided to talk to her boyfriend instead, who informed the police that he had been trying to get his girlfriend to leave his house for months, and when he showed up to his house that night, she attacked him. Unlike his girlfriend, however, the man had a witness. His 11-year-old son had seen the entire thing and was willing to talk to the police.
I heard.
Stop.
So I was sitting on my phone on the couch, and then I heard Brittany on the phone yelling at my dad to get home. And then
no, go back inside real quick. We're talking to everybody separately.
You're talking to a child?
Yeah, I am. Go back inside. Do you want to obstruct my investigation? Please go back inside.
And then,
That's a child.
Exactly. That's why I'm talking to him.
And then I heard them screaming, and I looked out the window, and then I seen Brittany hit a punch, and my dad like blocked it like that, and then my dad kind of pushed her off a little bit, and then.
Pay close attention to how this woman is trying to discredit her own son's statement. She knows that he has seen everything she did, and if he tells the truth, she would go straight to jail.
I didn't put my hands on him.
I mean, do you think, how old is your stepson?
He's 11.
Do you think an 11-year-old would just kind of make up and fabricate a story, or?
Honestly, I really do. I really think so.
After talking with her son and neighbors, the police determined that the woman was lying and she was in fact the primary aggressor in this situation. At this point, the police decided to arrest her and transport her to jail.
You're under arrest.
No. How am I under arrest? How am I under arrest for getting hit?
Because you're determined to be the primary aggressor.
I'm under... No.
Yes.
Don't
come here.
Don't make it worse.
No.
Go out of resisting charge. We have to.
How am I under arrest? No. How am I under arrest? How am I under arrest?
The woman couldn't believe that she was getting arrested and even asked the cops why they would arrest the female.
No, sir, I didn't do anything. How are you gonna arrest a female? No, sir, please. I'm not trying to waste you guys' time. I'm just gonna.
Get her out of the car.
No. How am I getting arrested?
Come on.
In the end, the woman was charged with domestic violence and resisting arrest. Her boyfriend was advised to get a restraining order. However, it is unclear if he has actually gotten one. Framing your boyfriend for domestic abuse is one thing, but what happens when an abuser tries to choke her boyfriend to death?
Hold on. Then make him hang up the phone.
Officers arrived at the scene of a battery in progress in January 2023 to find a female suspect, later identified as Emily, assaulting her boyfriend Grayson as he was trying to leave in his car. Unfortunately, as officers would later learn, Emily was prepared to do a lot worse.
She was choking me, she was punching me, slapping me in the face. She has nails digging them into my neck, my back, my chest.
The officer had caught Emily red-handed while she was hitting Grayson, but even this was not enough to deter a habitual abuser like her. Emily refused to step away from Grayson and at one point even tried to hit him again while the police were right there.
Hold on. Then make him hang up the phone. Make him hang up the phone.
Mom.
Make him hang up the phone. Really? Because this is my house.
Okay, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Emily refused to cooperate and eventually had to be handcuffed to de-escalate the situation.
Get off of me. I wasn't on him. Okay. This is my.
You're being detained.
Get off of me.
I'm gonna detain you until.
No, you aren't. Get the.
I am. I'll get this car.
Stop resisting. No, because you aren't detaining me. You're at my house. No.
Once Emily had been handcuffed, officers decided to interview Grayson to try and understand what was happening. Grayson informed the officers that Emily had accused him of cheating and tried to choke him while digging her nails into his neck and face. Officers could clearly see signs of abuse on Grayson's face and neck as blood and scratches covered everything above his neck.
So she's been drinking a lot. And I told her she wanted to see my phone. She snatched my phone from me. I took it back, and then I got up to move and create distance, and she kept pushing me, and then she pushed me into the chair, and I got up, and I told her, like, to just leave me alone, like, this isn't good.
In terms of these cuts, how'd that happen?
Her. She was choking me, she was punching me, slapping me in the face. She has nails digging them into my neck, my back, my chest.
Okay.
Luckily for Grayson, one of his friends was in the house while all this had been happening and was willing to act as a witness. As you can probably guess, Emily wasn't too happy about this.
Next thing I know, Grayson gets home, fucking going apeshit. I hear her, give me your phone, you're cheating on me. I do know she was drinking a little bit tonight. She always does every night. She was constantly drinking. This happened yesterday. It was either yesterday or the night before that.
With their investigation complete, officers decided to transport Emily to the police department for further processing. Look at how she reacts when the officers tell her she can't go back home.
That's not being a civil issue.
Everything.
You guys live together.
Everything's a fucking civil issue until I have a fucking problem.
I'm trying to explain it to you. I mean, you guys live together. That was a choice you both made.
Yes. Okay, so why can we not just handle it now?
Because the police had to be called.
Yeah, I don't fucking understand why the fucking police had to be called.
The exact details of Emily's sentence aren't available. However, given the situation, she was most likely charged with domestic violence, assault, and resisting arrest. These charges carry a maximum sentence of up to 8 years in jail with more than $25,000 in fines. Emily was extremely aggressive towards her boyfriend, but despite all that, even she knew not to mess with the officers, something which this next suspect had to learn the hard way. On the 18th of January 2023, officers from the Cocoa Beach Police Department received a disturbing report of an ongoing domestic violence case. After officers arrived at the scene, they had interviewed the caller only to realize that the situation was far worse than they had originally thought. The aggressor, later identified as Suzanne, had hit her husband multiple times, pulled out his hair, and even locked him out of the house.
She got angry and started ripping my hair out.
What's she getting angry about?
She's just swearing abuses at me, calling me a all sorts of stuff like that.
After a brief examination of the victim's injuries, the officers made their way inside the house to confront the alleged abuser.
A long time.
Can you point to where on your face she hit you?
I think right here. I hope there's nothing there. I don't want to see that. I don't want other people to see that tomorrow.
I get that. And then she pulled your hair?
Yeah, a lot of hair came out.
Officers began questioning Suzanne about what had happened, but in return, all they got were incoherent answers about how her husband was having a rough time at work.
Did you have an altercation with this man?
Well, he did have a bad day.
Okay. What happened? Let's move forward. Did you put hands on this man?
I did not touch this man, but okay. I know he is very unhappy today.
At this point, it was clear to the officers that Suzanne was drunk. A quick look around the house also revealed an almost empty bottle of whiskey. What officers found in Suzanne's bedroom, however, is what really shocked everyone.
That's Wild Turkey 101. That shit's dangerous.
Yeah, look for the hair.
Huh? I see hair on the floor right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a bunch of it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's a bunch right here, too.
Yeah, okay.
This hair is physical proof that Suzanne was lying about not hitting her husband. Even after finding the hair, the officers still decided to give her one last chance to explain her side of the story.
Okay, do you want to tell us your side of the story?
I've been on bed for I guess 4 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody wants to hear this because it's like whimpering and like I don't even want to go through this.
Notice how she's trying to play the victim now. Suzanne had previously claimed that she did not hit her husband, but now she's changing her statement to make it sound like her husband was the one who started the fight.
Okay, at what point did the altercation turn physical?
Right after the time that he told me that he got a vacation.
Okay, what happened during the physical altercation?
Other than he's super stressed out and his work is super stressed out and I apparently
Suzanne later changed her statement for a third time, and it was at that point that the officers decided to finally arrest her. What officers weren't ready for, however, was just how ugly this arrest was going to get.
Yeah. You're
Hey! Don't
touch me like that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
Yeah, you want to start rushing and have him pushing us? Yep, that's how it's going to work. That's
really?
Stop!
On her way out, Suzanne began to resist again and had to be pepper sprayed.
Stand up!
Take my glasses off?
Yes, stand up!
Why? They can throw me down.
Stand up or you're getting pepper sprayed. Stand up now! I'm not...
Are you gonna throw me at the ground again?
You know what? Cooperate. We're not playing this game.
Pepper spray's main ingredients, oleoracin capsaicin, needs specific solvents for decontamination. Since the officers didn't have any of these solvents on hand, they decided to use water while waiting for an ambulance.
Tilt your head all the way back. Tilt your head back more. Hey, I'm gonna spray some water on your face. I need you to keep blinking, okay? It's gonna hurt, but it's the only way it's gonna get out. Blink, 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 blink.
Suzanne was charged with battery, domestic violence, and resisting an officer without violence. She pleaded not guilty to these charges and later accepted a plea deal, which amended her charges to 2 counts of breach of peace and disorderly conduct. In the end, the court ordered her to pay $381 in fines and attend 4 hours of anger management. Considering how the police actually found her husband's pulled out hair on the floor of their bedroom, it's unbelievable how Suzanne was allowed to walk away with just a fine.